Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Shrinking, and the Red Sox last night took a massive step towards their first postseason berth since 2021. The reason this American League playoff race has suddenly gotten so intriguing is partially because of the Cleveland Guardians, who simply do not lose games anymore. But more than that, it's the ongoing implosions of the three teams that led their respective divisions for most of the year. We'll start with the Tigers. They saw a 15-game lead in July get erased last night as the Guardians pulled in front of them. The Astros have been upended in the West by the Mariners. And now the Blue Jays, who have been leading the East since July 3rd, suddenly are floundering down the stretch. And as for the Red Sox, well, things are a little tight for the Red Sox as well, owning a one-game lead over the third wild card, which exchanged hands last night as well. However, the only surefire way to shrink that magic number is to win. And with the Blue Jays trying to hold off the Yankees for that top spot in the AL East, it was a tense atmosphere last night at the Rogers Center. Lucas Giolito got the ball. He was not at his best, lasting just 4 2/3, allowed 4 walks, 3 hits, just 1 run. Meanwhile, the Red Sox jumped on Jays righty Kevin Gausman in the second inning. The suddenly red-hot Masa Yoshida doubled and was then singled home by Nathaniel Lowe. Jays would load the bases in the bottom of the inning, but a controversial at-bat from George Springer fouled one right down the line, then struck out on a ball just out there on the outside corner. Next year, he can challenge it. This year, he's down looking. And in the fourth, the Jays would tie it on an RBI ground out from Andres Jimenez. That 1-1 tie would hold up until the top of the sixth, and a one-out double from Romy Gonzalez, singled over to third by Ceddanne Rafaela, who's also heating up lately. And that once again presented an RBI opportunity to Nathaniel Lowe, and this time it was runners on the corners.
The 0-1. He swings and he rolls one into right field, a base hit, and the Red Sox have the lead. Gonzalez scores from third. Ceddanne goes first to third ahead of the throw. And Nathaniel Lowe does it again. And it's 2-1 Red Sox in the 6th inning.
Second RBI knock of the day for Nathaniel Lowe, and that would end up being the game winner, which makes it your play of last night's game. And it's brought to you by Nissan. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Sun's out, deals up at the Nissan end-of-summer sales event. Nathaniel Lowe coming up huge for the Sox on the road, driving in a pair of runs and reaching base in all 4 plate appearances. A couple batters later, Carlos Narvaez would add some insurance.
Gausman's 1-2. Narvaez swings and he slices one toward right center field. Lucas is on the move. He reaches out and it's over his glove and off the wall. Lowe scores from second. Abreu on his heels. And it's a 2-run double for Carlos Narvaez. What a swing from Narvaez. And the Red Sox lead it 4-1 here in the 6th.
What's it they say on the pickup courts? Ball don't lie.
Mike Monaco and Will Fleming on the call right there. That 3-run lead was all the bullpen would need. Red Sox relievers had themselves a night. Justin Wilson, Garrett Whitlock, Justin Slayton, and Aroldis Chapman combined to toss 4 1/3 hitless innings. If not for a Wilson walk, would have been 4 1/3 perfect innings. Save number 32 on the year for Chapman. Sox take it 4-1 and all of a sudden find themselves in the midst of a little hot streak here with 5 games left to go while the rest of the American League playoff picture continues to spiral into chaos. The Red Sox have now won 3 out of 4. First and foremost, the Guardians beat the Tigers, and Cleveland also owns that tiebreaker, so they now lead the AL Central with Detroit, the 3rd wild card, a game behind Boston. Detroit has now lost 7 straight, but they still have a 1-game lead over the Astros, who lost again, falling 5-1 to the A's late last night in Sacramento. Not only that, but the Yankees walked off on the White Sox, so they pick up a game on Toronto, trimming that lead down to just 1 game for the top spot in the AL East. Got all that? I can make it simple. Red Sox just need to hold serve, and they're in. Meanwhile, the Tigers, Astros, and Blue Jays are all melting down here in crunch time. Red Sox hope the Toronto meltdown can continue tonight, as the Jays have now dropped 5 of their last 6. They were 5 games up on the Yankees just 8 days ago. Red Sox certainly don't want to do the Yankees any favors, but they're still in survival mode, so you make exceptions on a night like tonight, and that brings us to tonight's pitching matchup, which is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. For the Red Sox, it's the ace on the mound, Garrett Crochet, him of the 17-5 record and 2.69 ERA in 31 starts this year. He'll be pitching on 4 days rest. He has a 3.58 ERA versus 2.27 2.97 ERA when he's on 5 days rest. They moved up his start in order to have him on regular rest for what would be game one of a wild card series. The Red Sox have won each of his last 6 starts, and if he makes it through 2 2/3 today, he'll become the first Red Sox pitcher to throw 200 innings in a season since Eddie Rodriguez did it back in 2019. For the Blue Jays, it's the ageless wonder Max Scherzer, although he's looking his age a little bit this year. 5-4 with a 5.06 ERA in 16 starts, and he got absolutely smoked last time out against the Royals. Gave up 7 runs in the first inning, only recorded 2 outs, and that led to a 20-1 loss to a Royals team that hasn't been near the wild card conversation in months. Scherzer has an ERA of 9.45 over his last 5 starts, and his spot in the rotation for the playoffs could be on the line tonight. First pitch tonight scheduled for 7:07 in Toronto. First pitch brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. It's time now for the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-Minute Grill with Rob Bradford. It's presented by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil, including BioHeat, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Here with Rob Bradford is one of the stars out of the bullpen last night. He's been pitching very well lately. That, of course, is righty Justin Slayton.
There's nobody I'd rather talk to in the world than Justin Slayton right now for the 2-minute grill. So I want to just know flat out, you look the part. You look like your old self. You look like the dominant guy. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I do. I think obviously it was a little bit shaky coming off the IL. I was trying to get back up to game speed and adjust to being out there and the speed of the game. But I do feel like, over the past week and a half that we've kind of turned a corner, and I do feel like I'm getting, I feel back to normal, back to my old self recovery-wise and when I'm out on the mound.
Was there a fork in the road moment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there was definitely, a couple of tough outings in there, in Arizona and then, the 2 in Sacramento. It just kind of felt like something was a little bit off. We couldn't quite, pin it down like what it was. And then, we got back home, we were able to look at some stuff and we kind of found out it's like, hey, this is the difference, from when you were feeling like yourself to now. And it was a simple fix. We just, got to work and back in the mound, just doing some dry reps and then, a matter of taking it to the game. And, since then I felt like everything's clicking again. The stuff's sharp. I'm pounding, attacking the zone, and that's really all I want.
It's a cliche question, but when was the last time you felt, like I said, the height of your powers, but when was the last time you felt, okay, this good?
I mean, truthfully, it might sound crazy, but the last time, that I felt like as good as I'm starting to feel right now was when we were here last in Toronto. I felt like I said it, in that game that, that was as good as I felt throwing the ball in those 2 games here, and the results weren't there, but I really liked how I was throwing the ball. And obviously, I mean, it's late in the season, and, nobody at this point is 100%, but it does feel good. I had some time down. I'm still working back, obviously, but it feels good that, I'm kind of hitting my stride right now and kind of worked those kinks out early. And, yeah, I'm just happy to be feeling good right now.
And the last thing is big games, we play, well, you play to pitch in big games, right? You envision big games. You envision pitching in October, but even before October, it's the tournament before the tournament. Does it feel different right now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we know that every game matters, and that's not something that we're not trying to act like it's not a real thing, but I think that we're actually embracing that, one of the the resonating themes throughout the clubhouse right now is be thankful that you're playing in these games right now, because not everybody gets to do it. There's a ton of teams that are playing unmeaningful baseball right now, and we were in that position last year and it sucked. And I think that's the one thing that we have is we have guys that have been there, but we also have guys that are hungry to be there. And so it's just that perfect mix of guys that have been there, kind of giving us that encouragement and telling us to embrace the moment, and then the guys that haven't been there are hungry and they want to be there. So it's kind of a perfect mix right now.
Well put. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That was Justin Slayton with Rob Bradford in the 2-Minute Grill. Time now for the Herb Chambers starting lineups. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. For the Red Sox, it's the same lineup as yesterday. Jarren Duran leading off in left field, followed by Trevor Story at short, Alex Bregman at third. Masa Yoshida will bat cleanup in DH. He went 2 for 4 with a run scored last night and currently is the hottest bat on the team. Romy Gonzalez batting 5th at second base. He'll be followed by Ceddanne Rafaela in center. Nathaniel Lowe batting 7th at first. He had 2 RBI singles last night. night. Big night for him. Willie Abreu will bat 8th and patrol right field. Carlos Narvaez, your number 9 hitter, will do the catching for the starter, Garrett Crochet. The home team, Blue Jays, will have George Springer leading off in left field. He'll probably be swinging a little extra hard tonight after that foul call and called third strike last night. Ernie Clement will be batting second at shortstop, followed by Vlad Guerrero at first. Alejandro Kirk is your cleanup hitter and catcher. Anthony Santander making his return, his first game back since May 29th. He's been out with shoulder inflammation. He'll bat 5th in DH. Davis Schneider will be your number 6 hitter, playing second. Dalton Varsho in center, followed by Andres Jimenez at short, and Ernie Clement, your number 9 hitter and second baseman behind the starter, Max Scherzer. You can watch Red Sox pregame on YouTube. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. The Subaru of New England all-wheel drive away event is going on right now. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Coming up in about 15 minutes, Will Fleming. No, not Will Fleming, as a matter of fact, but the fellas from WEEI Afternoons. That's Andy Hart and Nick Fitzy-Stevens. Sit down with manager Alex Cora. That's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. And coming up next, we'll head out to Toronto and chat with Mike Monaco. That's coming up next on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
So, I made the new Eggo protein waffles the other day for my kids, and they couldn't believe how good they tasted, or that they were packed with protein. They have the same great Eggo taste we all know and love, plus 20% of your daily protein. They seriously taste amazing. Whether it's part of your breakfast before school or a quick bite before practice, new Eggo protein waffles and pancakes are an easy way to keep everyone happy. Head to your local grocery store to fuel your morning with Eggo protein waffles and pancakes, available at retailers nationwide.
With comprehensive reports on local schools you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Curious about where a school ranks in the state? Look no further. Percentage of teachers in their first or second year? We've got it. Lowest student-teacher ratio? No problem. The best cafeteria lunch in the district for your 9-year-old food blogger? Would it surprise you if we said yes? Homes.com. Ding dong. We've done your homework.
You can't count on much these days.
No way, Jim! This is incredible!
But you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Here we go! This time for real!
Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship game.
And he's in for a touchdown!
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. And count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We're back here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. It's the Red Sox and the Blue Jays live from the Rogers Center. Game 2 of 3 here as the Red Sox head down the home stretch of the season. 5 games to go. 2 more here with Toronto and then 3 at home against the Tigers. And for more on that, let's head out to Toronto right now and talk with our good buddy Mike Monaco, who is live at the Rogers Center right now. Mike, how are we doing tonight?
Christian, we're good. Roof is closed. Another big game. Great win for the Red Sox last night. Would have loved to see the White Sox finish the job against the Yankees, but you'll take it. Got some help. Astros was very nice to see that result as well. I didn't go to bed until I knew that game was final. And, yeah, here we go, game 2.
You know, it's funny, Mike, going into – and I know that it wasn't a foregone conclusion that the Red Sox are making the playoffs. I feel a lot better about that now. But going into it anyway, going into this last month – you sort of look at the other teams and you think about potential playoff matchups and who you want to see and who you don't want to see. And I feel like that entire conversation has been completely flipped on its head here in the last week, really.
How do you know? Exactly. I'm with you. Like, even with the Tigers, okay, like, yeah, you wouldn't want to face Tarek Skubal, but you also did pretty well against Tarek Skubal when you faced him in May, about as good as anyone had done to that point in the season, the first couple of months. You know, beyond that, I don't know. I don't think I would love to see Seattle with their starting pitching. They're juggling things around with Brian Wu as it is. But still, I don't know if I'd love to see that wave of arms coming at you. Yeah, the Yankees, I mean, that would be fun from an entertainment perspective. I certainly like the way the season series has gone. We all do. We all know how that's gone for the Red Sox this year. I don't know. I think because of that, just sit back and say, all right, get in, and we'll kind of figure it out from there. Line up your own starting pitching the way you want to. And then, with that being said, it matters so much how these last 5 games go. Like, can you rest Giolito, give him a little bit of extra rest, not need him on Sunday, and kind of align things the way you want to?
What is going on with some of these teams? I know that we're not covering the Tigers like we are the Red Sox, but that's a team that has just gone in a complete tailspin. Houston's in a tailspin. They're on the outside looking in right now. Even Toronto is just really kind of crumbling here at the end when they thought they had a very comfortable lead over in the AL East. What do you think it is? Fatigue? Something else? I mean, what's going on here?
Oh, I think it's the fact that there hasn't been the dominant team in the American League this season. And so I think we're just kind of seeing the natural ebbs and flows. They're just magnified because they come at the end of the season. And for Toronto, man, like, they would have loved to get some help from the White Sox yesterday and see if the White Sox could finish the job. Brandon Eisert, a guy who was with the Blue Jays organization, got non-tendered by them. He throws a wild pitch. We were watching it live. You heard us during the game last night, and the Yankees end up tying it on that. Then they walk it off moments later. Just pretty crazy with the way it's gone. I mean, for the Guardians, their pitching has really, really driven them to this point. Gavin Williams, again, was really good. He's had a very nice season for them. But yeah, you're seeing teams kind of in slides and trying to find their way out of it. The Astros are searching. The Mariners made a huge statement against them and jumped into pole position with them. And man, you can't say enough. It's our poll question for later in the day. But in terms of meltdowns and comebacks, what Cleveland has done to chop off 15 and a half games and to do it and clinch that, season series while moving back into first place is just incredible. And what a wild story that is. That's not even to mention what's going on in the National League as well.
Right.
Mets-Cubs was absolutely wild as well. So this is about as good of a final week as you could ever hope for.
It certainly has been a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of fun also last night watching Nathaniel Lowe come up and have a couple of real nice professional at-bats, getting on base, all 4 at-bats that he had, and driving in all those runs. A guy who did kind of cool off here after that big start that he had, but it seems like he's locked in here.
It seemed like he was so comfortable against Kevin Gausman, which not a lot of people can say. It just felt like he was seeing the splitter really well, and also the fastball, too, from Kevin Gausman. The takes looked really comfortable from that first time Lowe came up in the second inning. He gets the walk in the 4th inning, another RBI single, another walk, like you said. Just 4 very good plate appearances from him. I thought he looked totally comfortable. Nathaniel Lowe said after the game that Alex Bregman helped him out with some cues, and that's nothing new. We've heard so much of that throughout the season, that Bregman kind of has his fingerprints on everything, not just with the position players, passing along what he sees and what he's pouring over and picking up on with other guys. But that's no insignificant thing. I mean, we talked about it yesterday with a guy like, say, Don Raffaello or Alex Bregman heating back up at the right time, or Masataka Yoshida. You just said the hottest hitter the Red Sox have right now. But if Nathaniel Lowe can kind of be the guy that he was that first week when he joined the Red Sox, or something close to it, that really helps things as well.
Yeah, certainly does. I want to ask you about Lucas Giolito and his performance last night. Some controversy there in the Springer at bat. To be sure, I didn't see anything wrong with any of it, but I can see why maybe they did over there in Toronto. Giolito not really been at his best lately, but has managed to still pitch his way out of some big problems.
He really has. I mean, he said it afterward that he didn't really have anything in terms of stuff last night. I mean, the fastball velocity was down. I did think he could reach back and get to 93 and 94 a couple of times when he really needed to. And look, I'll take the positive spin on that. Like, the dude has guts, man. He pitched in big spots throughout the night and found ways to get out of his innings. And I know he didn't get through 5, and I know it's not what you want headed toward the postseason. But to get there, you got to win a game. And, man, he made big pitches in big moments last night when, again, he didn't really have a lot. And, again, that's why I think these next few games are so important. If you can avoid needing to throw him on Sunday in the finale against the Tigers back at Fenway, that just helps you so much. And you know, if you do need to throw him on Sunday, then you're maybe talking about Connolly Early being your Game 3 starter in the wild card series. Again, should you get there on Thursday of next week. So it's really important how it shakes out in terms of starting pitching. But, man, I got nothing but respect for Lucas Giolito and the way he battled last night.
Absolutely. And while we're on the subject of the starting rotation, Garrett Crochet moved up today. He's on 4 days rest. Bayo was supposed to start tonight, but they're doing this in order to set it up for Crochet to be your Game 1 starter in an AL wildcard series. And I have no problem with that, obviously, but it could throw a bit of a wrench into guys' timings here on a night like tonight.
Yeah, I think he's going to be ready to go. I mean, you look at the fastball velocity. He's throwing harder in this month of September, even though he's been hit a couple of times. He's throwing harder with his four-seam fastball than he has in every single month this year except August. So you feel good about where his rest in terms of strength and fastball velocity is. He's tinkered with his mix. He's using the sinker more. The cutter has been hit hard at times, but I feel really good about Garrett Crochet going into this start. And, yeah, he's given up 3 a couple of times, but, man, he is an ace in every sense of it. We've talked about it all season long, and I think he's going to be dialed up for a playoff-type atmosphere tonight.
I'm excited that they're going against Max Scherzer because he stinks lately. He has been really not very good. And I know I'm probably jinxing it right now by saying this, but the numbers don't lie. He could pitch himself right out of that playoff rotation tonight.
He has struggled, and we said this last night, that the Blue Jays have real questions beyond their number 1, Kevin Gossman, and beyond what you would assume is their number 2, Shane Bieber. Jose Barrios right now is in the bullpen. He hasn't been the same guy, but still his overall numbers have been solid this year. But, yeah, Scherzer right now kind of projects to be in the top 4 for Toronto, but you know, he had a back issue in one start, then he had the tipping against the Yankees in another start, and then it seems like it's a lot of hanging breaking balls here recently from Max Scherzer. So, yeah, I mean, you know what he's done in his career, and he could absolutely look excellent tonight, but that's what it's been like recently for Max Scherzer.
That is Mike Monaco. Will be on the call tonight with Will Fly. Really enjoyed the call last night, by the way. You guys killed it, I thought. Excellent stuff. Love the call and the Narvaez double. Great overall presentation. Bravo.
Thank you very much, Christian.
You got it.
That,
all right. That's Mike Monaco, and him and Will Fleming will have the call of the game tonight, starting at 7:07 with the first pitch. But coming up next, brought to you by our New England Ford dealers, Alex Cora sits down with the guys from WEEI Afternoons, Andy Hart and Nick Fitzy-Stevens. That's next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Getting on the network America relies on is easy when you come into your local Verizon store. Come check out their latest deals on phones, accessories, and so much more. From shopping to support and everything in between, it's your one-stop shop to get it all. And when you switch to Verizon, you choose what goes into your unlimited plan and save on what you need. There's never been a better time to switch to the network America relies on. Visit your local Verizon store to speak with a rep and save big today.
So, I made the new Eggo protein waffles the other day for my kids, and they couldn't believe how good they tasted, or that they were packed with protein. They have the same great Eggo taste we all know and love, plus 20% of your daily protein. They seriously taste amazing. Whether it's part of your breakfast before school or a quick bite before practice, new Eggo protein waffles and pancakes are an easy way to keep everyone happy. Head to your local grocery store to fuel your morning with Eggo protein waffles and pancakes, available at retailers nationwide.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life.
Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away? Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So, what's that about?
So, let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Oh, hey, love your shoes. If you're hearing this is your sign to try those on. Trust us, you can totally pull them off. In fact, try on every shoe here if you want. We won't stop you. In our house, you've got unlimited freedom to play. And hey, fall is the perfect season to do, wear, be whatever you want. And with tons of shoes that get you at prices that get your budget, we'll give you something to brag about. So go ahead, try them on. Let us surprise you.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
You're on the list for Macy's Fall VIP Sale. That means you're invited to save big on this season's top designer looks at prices you'll love. Like an extra 30% off Calvin Klein, Steve Madden, Hugo Boss, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty and fragrance from Estee Lauder, Lancome, and so many others. This only happens a few times a year. Don't miss the Fall VIP Sale tomorrow, only at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
What does the future hold for business? Ask 9 experts and you'll get 10 answers. It's a bull market. It's a bear market. Rates will rise or fall. Inflation's up or down. Can someone invent a crystal ball? Until then, over 42,000 businesses have future-proofed their business with NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP, bringing accounting, finance management, inventory, and HR into one fluid platform. With one unified business management suite, there's one source of truth, giving you the visibility and control you need to make quick decisions. With real-time insights and forecasting, you're peering into the future with actionable data. When you're closing the books in days, not weeks, you're spending less time looking backwards and more time on what's next. Whether your company is earning millions or even hundreds of millions, NetSuite helps you respond to immediate challenges and seize your biggest opportunities. Download the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning for free at netsuite.com/special. That's netsuite.com/special. netsuite.com/special.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in. Here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at UHC.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. Red Sox and the Blue Jays tonight in Toronto. Game 2 of 3 with only 5 left on the schedule. Before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. And Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the New England Edition F-150, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Here with manager Alex Cora are the fellas from WEEI Afternoons, Andy Hart and Nick Fitzy-Stevens.
Alex, how we doing this week?
Doing good. How are you guys?
We're good. Right. We're better after watching that game last night. There was some angst in Red Sox Nation heading into these 6 games. How did you think your team responded to game 1 of what is clearly, essentially, playoff baseball?
I mean, so far so good on the road trip, right? We went to Tampa, took 2 out of 3, put ourselves in a position to win this series. Winning the game yesterday, last night, and we just got to stay the course. We understand where we at, understand how all of a sudden things have changed around us, right? But one thing for sure, the #1 goal is to take care of your business, right? And then you look around and you know what you have to do the next day, and that's where we at.
Alex, you really managed last night like it was a playoff game, pulling Giolito 4 2/3. You get 4 1/3 from the bullpen, scoreless once again, which was huge to say the least. Is it safe to say you're going to have to treat every game like a playoff game until and if you possibly clinch a postseason berth?
I mean, we need our starters to go deep into the game, right? It's 6 games in a row, and it's not easy, right? And some guys are feeling it back there, but they understand that it's go time, right? And other guys have to do the job. It can not only be Whitlock, Chappie, and Wilson, right? The other guys have to step up, and they know it. So we'll keep doing what we're doing, mix and match. We got the big boy going tonight, so hopefully he can go deep into the game, and we can do our thing offensively and win the game and see where we at tomorrow.
That bounce over in the second inning, Springer's ground ball that bounces over third and then gets called a foul ball. Was that one of the luckiest bounces you've had in a while?
Well, we didn't have one in Tampa. Massa hit one over the bag, and it was called foul, so it evens out, right?
There you go.
Speaking of controversial calls, a quick left-hand turn here from your baseball team, but it was announced yesterday, reported that robot umps, quote-unquote, ABS, is going to be a thing for Major League Baseball next year. Do you embrace that? Is that a good thing for baseball?
I believe so. The one thing about us in spring training, we only played like 5 or 6 games with the system because we don't have it at JetBlue. Minnesota doesn't have it either. So most of the teams in the southwest area of Florida, that train there don't have it. So we didn't have the experience that Detroit and the Phillies and the Yankees, that are kind of like up north in Florida, Central Florida. They have the system. Just watching from afar, it works. Obviously, we have to learn more about it, because it's game-changing calls, and who you're going to trust, right? Who you're going to trust to challenge the system. There's a lot of guys around the league that they believe that they know the strike zone, and they complain about it, and when they look at the iPad, it's a strike. So we'll pick and choose, who's going to be able to do that, and we'll go from there.
Should you be able to continue playing baseball in the month that shall not be named, would giving Giolito a rest or not starting him be a consideration should by week's end you clinch a postseason berth?
Yeah, that's a goal. I think, if we're in, we'll see what we do over the weekend. That's part of, the equation going into October. But first things first, just try to win the series here tonight and then see where we are tomorrow and just keep pushing. But I think a breather will be good for a lot of guys.
We've talked about the great season that Trevor Story has had, really in all phases of the game. He's been scuffling a little bit, though, lately defensively, some throwing errors. Is that a fatigue issue? Is that a concern for you? What's going on there?
No, it's not a concern, but his timing has been off in some of them. So it's something that he keeps working on it, and he'll get it right. That's part of the season. You're going to go through hitting slumps and defensive slumps. And right now, the throwing has been kind of like an issue the last 10 days, and hopefully we can fix it.
So one of the bats that is starting to heat up at the right time, and hopefully there are some more to follow with it, is Yoshida. Masataka is having a nice little run over the last week plus. What's behind him catching fire now and feeling good?
We haven't talked about his surgery, right? It was a major surgery in the off season, and it takes a while, and although he was swinging the bat well in spring training, he kind of like had a setback right after that, and we had to, slow down his process, obviously, with the situation with DH and where to play. We had to slow it down too. The shoulder wasn't responding the way he wanted, the way the training staff wanted, and we were very patient. I think at bats have put him in a better spot timing wise. And if you think about it, when we talk about experience, you guys can, it's Trevor, Alex, and nobody else, right, in the playoffs, right? And but Masa, in Japan, he was part of championship teams. He's experienced one. He's been in pressure situations, not only over there, but also in the WBC. So as a veteran player, that I understand that he doesn't have too much experience in MLB, but he understands what it takes, and he's doing an amazing job.
Speaking of a guy with experience, you bring up Alex Bregman there. It sounds like he played a key role in sort of putting together a team gathering with the off day the other day. How important was that? What was that like? What was that all about? What was the message there?
No, it was players only. I had coaches only, and he had players only. So they got together, and they had a good time, just having everybody in the same room, away from the ballpark is always important. And both groups, we had a great time. It's something that we always look forward to it, an off day and hang out and watch some football and talk about something else other, than baseball. And it's always a good time.
Is it nice to have a players-only meeting that's leading into potentially the postseason? Everybody in Miami freaked out because the Dolphins had a players-only meeting about Mike McDaniel in week 2. Usually those are bad, but this was a good players-only meeting?
I hope so, yeah, but I hope so, but it's a good group, and one of the things that they've done an outstanding job, kind of like staying the course, like somebody asked me about Sunday in Tampa, and that was kind of like it was an odd time, starting time, right? Because he wasn't on national TV, but because of the Buccaneers, they had to push the game back. So during the day, there was no baseball on TV. It was all football. So that's what players do. They stick to their routines and they watch football on Sundays to see how their players are doing and all that. So so far so good. They've been really good about this whole thing.
Alex, are you surprised to see tonight on the Hill opposing you guys? You've got Crochet, like you said, the big guys out there. Hopefully he can go 7 strong. But opposing him is Max Scherzer. Are you surprised to still see him on the bump for Toronto?
I know that's something we talk about in the off season, and we actually talk about it, on opening day during the show. Like they have good pitching. They got veteran guys that know how to pitch, and Max is one of them. And we just got to be ready. He comes from a tough one against Kansas City. Obviously he's going to try to make adjustments. We just got to be ready.
Has anyone asked you about the third catcher come October recently?
No, they haven't.
Okay, so then I won't ask you that either. I'll ask you something else that's silly. How's the fantasy team? Can we get a update after a few weeks?
Highest score of the weekend. Highest score.
Oh,
so
nice.
we got some money back. We got some money back.
All right,
Nice.
It's coming together nicely on the field, fantasy football. All right, this is our last Wednesday chat of the regular season. It's been a fun season. Hopefully we're not done. Hopefully we'll talk to you down the line, and good luck over the next 5 games.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk next week.
That was manager Alex Cora. Confident they'll be talking next week with both Andy Hart and Nick Fitzy-Stevens on WEEI Afternoons. You can watch Red Sox pregame on YouTube. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. The Subaru of New England all-wheel drive away event is going on right now. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Coming up next, we will have your Subaru scoreboard update. We'll have the lock of the game and our New England Chevy dealers question of the day. That's coming up next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life.
Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away? Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So what's that about?
So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
What does possibility mean to you?
That's a hard question.
Something that you can strive for.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
You're confident in yourself and you believe in yourself. Stuff that you could achieve.
I feel excited. Anything is possible when you're more confident.
Shoes are a huge part of that. They are the most important part of my style.
You can express yourself.
In the right shoes, anything is possible.
DSW, countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just
speaking into the void?
But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
You're on the list for Macy's Fall VIP Sale. That means you're invited to save big on this season's top designer looks at prices you'll love. Like an extra 30% off Calvin Klein, Steve Madden, Hugo Boss, and more. Plus, get 15% off beauty and fragrance from Estee Lauder, Lancome, and so many others. This only happens a few times a year. Don't miss the Fall VIP Sale tomorrow, only at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at unitedhealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and the Blue Jays getting underway here in about 20 minutes. It's time now for the Subaru scoreboard update brought to you by Subaru of New England. The Subaru of New England all-wheel drive away event is going on now. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We'll just stick to the important games for this team right now, like the Guardians and the Tigers, who are currently in a rain delay in Cleveland, delaying the inevitable here for Detroit, who have lost 7 in a row. That game should be getting underway here in a little bit, as the weather is expected to clear up in Cleveland around 7:30, 8 o'clock. The Yankees and the White Sox get underway at 7:05 in the Bronx, with Frazier Ellard going up against Max Fried. You will have later on tonight the Mariners hosting the Rockies at 9:40 at T-Mobile Park, and at 10:05 the A's get a visit from the Astros. Hunter Brown on the mound opposite Luis Severino. Time now for the lock of the game, presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit them online at NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. I'm going 2 bases for Yoshida tonight. I know I said a home run last night. I think this is a little more realistic, and he is on fire right now. In every game, we have the New England Chevy Dealers question of the day. Together we drive. Listen in for that during the broadcast today. Here is your question. Which team's collapse would be worse if they missed the playoffs? The Tigers, the Mets, or the Astros? Go on Twitter at Sox Booth and vote right now. That's all. I'm Christian Arcan. This has been the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Do not go anywhere. Don't move a muscle. First pitch coming your way next, right here on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life.
Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away? Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So what's that about?
So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states.
Oh, hey, love your shoes. If you're hearing this, this is your sign to try those on. Trust us, you can totally pull them off. In fact, try on every shoe here if you want. We won't stop you. In our house, you've got unlimited freedom to play. And hey, fall is the perfect season to do, wear, be whatever you want. And with tons of shoes that get you at prices that get your budget, we'll give you something to brag about. So go ahead, try them on. Let us surprise you.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Heather is a nurse practitioner from United Healthcare.
We meet patients wherever they live.
During a house call, she found Jack had an issue.
Jack's blood pressure was dangerously high.
It was 217 over 110.
So they got Jack to the hospital and got him the help he needed.
He had had a stent placed in his heart, preventing a massive heart attack.
If it wasn't for my guardian angel, I wouldn't be here.
Hear more stories like Jack's at UnitedHealthcare.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan, area, limitation, and exclusions apply.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Do you have a dark curiosity? Heart Starts Pounding, Horrors, Hauntings, and Mysteries is a weekly podcast hosted by me, Kaylin Moore. Check out Heart Starts Pounding on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Looking for endless fun with online casino games? Step into Global Poker, the online social poker site where you can play poker and slots with friends, join regular tournaments, and try out fun new games. No purchase necessary, just pure entertainment. Anytime, anywhere. Sign up now for your free welcome offer and discover the vault. Play for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. T&Cs apply.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is Red Sox Baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And the left field, adios. Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over. And the Red Sox win. Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about Subaru. SubaruofNewEngland.com.
And Hideo Nomo's pitched a no-hitter.
Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan, sun's out, deals up at the Nissan end of summer sales event.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James, Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella, here for good.
Red Sox win again.
Buy Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Strike three, a no-hitter. 23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Duran will score.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. CCLCO.com.
Way back! Grand slam!
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone! Into the bullpen!
Brought to you by findmassmoney.gov. The Department of Veteran Affairs. Hackman Wealth Partners, Boston's premier retirement planning specialist. Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Battle won by House.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth.
Here's the throw. Roberts dives, and he is safe.
And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on. New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Roman reigns supreme.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Mike Monaco.
With October on the horizon, yet another game with massive implications tonight north of the border in Toronto, Ontario. The Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays play the middle game of a 3-game series. The Sox in great shape with Garrett Crochet on the mound tonight against one of the all-time greats, Max Scherzer. You'll hear from Mike Monaco in just a moment. I'm Will Fleming. We welcome you to Toronto. Red Sox and the Jays, time now for our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, a true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Under the closed roof at the Rogers Center, it is Red Sox baseball on the radio. Tonight, the Red Sox play yet another pivotal ball game as we inch towards October. Red Sox a thrilling win in Game 1 last night here in Toronto behind big swings from Carlos Narvaez and Nathaniel Lowe. The bullpen spectacular. And tonight, the Red Sox with a magic number of 3. 5 games remain. Sent Garrett Crochet to the mound with a chance to clinch a postseason berth. Along with Mike Monaco, I'm Will Fleming. Mike, this is what it's all about. We said it last night. It bears true again. We've seen Garrett Crochet march out to that right field bullpen. He is fiercely warming up. Max Scherzer, truly one of the great pitchers of his generation who has not been the same, is on the mound tonight for the Blue Jays. And there's just so many possibilities and ramifications of this game. The Red Sox come in tonight with essentially a 3-game lead with 5 to go over the Houston Astros, who lost last night in Sacramento after we were off the air. Suddenly, the Detroit Tigers are fighting for their playoff lives. They play the middle game of a 3-game series. Cleveland owns the tiebreaker. They lead the AL Central. Again, here's all you need to know if you're a Red Sox fan. If the Red Sox combine their wins with Astros losses, any number that equals 3, and the Red Sox are dancing in the postseason, and you feel great tonight to at least tick one of those off with Crochet on the mound.
And that could happen as soon as tomorrow now because of what happened with the Red Sox and because of what happened after, or I guess before you and I both went to bed. We did not go to bed until we knew the results of that Astros game last night. And, yeah, I mean, what more could you ask for? Garrett Crochet lining it up against Max Scherzer, who, yes, has the pedigree, yes, has all the accolades in his career, but is coming off one of the worst starts in his entire career. And what does Garrett Crochet look like tonight? Yeah, there have been a few more runs against him, but man, don't you just feel like he is going to crave and yearn for this spotlight tonight and deliver on the big stage with as close to a postseason feel as he could ever have. And I'm excited to watch him pitch. He has been a horse all season. He has been one of the very best pitchers in the sport. After a great win last night where the bullpen was awesome, hitless work over 4 1/3 innings, here you go in Game 2.
It's another one of those nights that Craig Breslow brought Crochet over. 4. This is exactly it. Playoffs on the line, and their horse, or pig, or beast, whatever you want to call him, is on the mound tonight. Those beautiful national anthems were brought to you, as always, by BuildSubmarines.com. You'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers, helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one. Meantime, Mike, the Speed Report brought to you by Verizon. Get to your local Verizon store today to check out the latest deals. I mean, Crochet has maybe shown some signs of exhaustion. Scherzer, meanwhile, he really is on the back nine of his career. He was just shelled. He only got 2 outs and was just hammered by the Kansas City Royals in his last start. Red Sox feel like they've got an opportunity to jump all over him tonight. And what an opportunity this is for the Red Sox.
It really is. The most runs allowed in a single inning in the 18 Major League seasons for Max Scherzer. Second shortest start of his career. Ended up being that 20-1 loss against the Royals for Toronto, who has question marks with its postseason rotation. Scherzer goes today. You certainly fear what he's done throughout his career. He's 41 years old now, the 3 Cy Youngs, 8 times an All-Star. But then also, the Red Sox are not going to face Shane Bieber tomorrow. The Blue Jays have reshuffled their rotation, maybe with an eye toward the postseason. It's hard to necessarily know what their thinking is in that regard. Maybe just an extra day for a guy who is still coming back off of Tommy John, though he's pitched well. But again, things have opened up a little bit, but it starts with tonight. Crochet taking care of business, and Alex Cora said after the game last night, he felt like his offense has gotten into a rhythm here, going to Tampa, continuing it last night. I thought they had great approaches against Kevin Gossman last night and looked very comfortable.
I did too, and the umpires get booed, and that is because of the call last night at third base with Scott Berry saying the ball that George Springer hit was foul and not fair. That was kind of a game-changing call. Don Mattingly is going to bring the lineup card out for the Blue Jays, and again, Ramon Vasquez for the Red Sox. The Bieber decision is an interesting one, Mike, because all we've heard is that the Blue Jays want him to be their starter in Game 2 of a playoff series, but they've had the luxury forever of thinking that will come in the divisional round. That is no longer the case. The Yankees got a totally fluky win against the White Sox last night. I cannot tell you how many people across this game have asked me why Michael A. Taylor did not dive after a blooper into center field. It's that time of year where every play is magnified. A horrific wild pitch and then a blooper that wasn't caught win a postseason berth for the Yankees. They are 1 behind the Blue Jays. And so all of a sudden, John Schneider needs to worry about the division and where they might be playing. I find it very curious that Shane Bieber's not throwing tomorrow.
8 days ago, Toronto was up 5 games in the division. They've lost 5 of 6 since, and they're searching. I mean, Jose Barrios is in the bullpen. Maybe he factors in tomorrow, perhaps with Eric Lauer opening up for Toronto tomorrow. Lefty-righty combo there, but I'm with you. I had the same conversations pregame. Why wasn't there a dive from Michael A. Taylor in the outfield? Caballero seemed to think it was going to drop down right off the bat. In any event, the Yankees make it even tougher on Toronto in a big, big Game 2 in this series tonight.
I would say, and now the raving madman in the best possible way that is Max Scherzer takes the mound for the Blue Jays, and Mike's got tonight's starting lineups and more.
The Morgan & Morgan starting lineups brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Let's meet tonight's players. For Alex Cora and the Red Sox, Jarren Duran leads off and plays left field. Trevor Story bats second at shortstop. Alex Bregman is the 3-hitter at third base. Masataka Yoshida had a good day yesterday with a double and a single. He again bats in the cleanup spot and DHs. Romy Gonzalez bats fifth and plays second. Cedano Rafaela starts in center and bats sixth. Nathaniel Lowe had 2 RBI singles last night, 2 walks as well. He plays first base and bats in the 7th spot. Third game back for Wilyer Abreu, his second in right field. And again, he bats in the 8th spot in the lineup. Carlos Narvaez had one of the big swings in the game last night, a 2-run double in the 6th inning. He bats ninth and does the catching for Garrett Crochet, whose counterpart tonight, Max Scherzer, is going through his warm-up tosses. And here's the starting 9 for John Schneider and the Blue Jays. George Springer leads off in left field. Ernie Clement bats second at short. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. bats third at first. Alejandro Kirk does the catching in the 4 spot. Anthony Santander bats 5th and DHs. Then it's Davis Schneider, Dalton Varsho in center, Miles Straw in right, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa batting 9th at 3rd. Those are your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Jarren Duran's in the left-hand box against Max Scherzer with 5 games to go, starting right now in the regular season. To the microphone, the voice of the Red Sox, here's Will Fleming.
How fun is this, Mr. Monaco, as Duran is in against Scherzer, who's into that overhead wind in the first pitch of the game. There's a strike on the outside corner, fastball from the surefire inner circle Hall of Famer, Max Scherzer. It's 0-1 to Duran, who comes in .258 with 16 home runs. Here's the pitch to Jarren, inside with a heater. Yeah, and it is 1-1. Mike told you his last start, his toughest in his entire career. 2/3 of an inning. 7 hits, 7 runs. A couple of home runs in Kansas City. Jays in the baby blues. The pitch to Duran, ripped down the right field line, but hooking foul and out of play. Off the netting. Jarren might have broken his bat. He did. That one came in just enough. Scherzer, 3 Cy Young awards. A World Series champion. And again, I mean, this is an inner circle all-time great right-handed starter, but he has not been the same. In his last 5 starts, 21 runs allowed in just a little over 20 innings. So Red Sox feel like he is ripe for the picking tonight. Again, to reiterate, the Red Sox 86-71, in great position, alone as the second wild card holders right now. The New York Yankees chasing down these Blue Jays. 1 game back in the ALS. 1-2, AL East, I should say. 1-2 to Duran. Scherzer winds, he throws. Pitch, swinging a pop-up foul on the third base side into the seats. The roof is closed. That means it's 68 degrees inside the Rogers Center. We got started right on time, 7:07. Time and temp brought to you by Hatfield. Better care and better port. Trevor Story is out on deck. Red Sox in the road grays. 1-2. Duran swings and misses. He strikes out. Good changeup from Scherzer. And there's one away.
That's a pitch that, even with the struggles recently for Max Scherzer, has looked pretty good to those who follow this team every day. I thought that was a pretty good looking changeup right there, fading away from Duran. It's been a lot of hanging breaking balls recently for Max Scherzer. That's one of the big problems he's had recently.
Here now, Trevor Story, who I've told you is my pick to click all week long. Looked great again in batting practice. Scherzer into his wind. Pitch to Trevor is swung on and fouled back. That was another fastball. 94 miles an hour, and it's 0-1. On the year, Scherzer 5-4 with a 5.06 ERA. 18 homers and 80 innings pitched. Right-hander into his wind, the 0-1. Trevor fouls it off. Good slider. So far, so good from Scherzer, and it's 0-2. Gabe Morales has the plate. Mike McClinsky at first base. Scott Berry at second, and Doug Ennings, the crew chief, is at third. Not many of these Red Sox have seen a lot of Max Scherzer. Story has. 0-2. Swinging a shot into left field, down the line, and that's a blooping hit. And Trevor, he is aboard with 1 out in the opening inning. Trevor, coming in, was 1 for 8 against Scherzer. He got just enough, and the Red Sox have their first hit.
Yeah, a little bloop single in on the hands with a backup breaking ball with 2 strikes. Nice job by Trevor Story to find a way on against Scherzer.
Here now, Alex Bregman, who's 1 for 7 with a couple strikeouts against Scherzer, but day by day looking better and better. Right-handed hitter, the pitch is a little outside. This is a chance to be a matchup of 2 guys who have plaques in Cooperstown. Scherzer and Bregman. Alex, 275, heating up at the plate, 18 home runs. Story a big lead at first. Kirk, the catcher, into his crouch. And Trevor thinking about it, not going the pitch, is a strike on the inside corner. Curveball, and it's 1-1.
Long hold from Scherzer, trying to keep tabs on Story, who, again, Alex Cora says Story takes about as big a lead from first as anyone. And Alex Cora said pregame that he feels like Alex Bregman is fully back to his old self offensively.
It sure has looked that way. 1-1. One out and one on. The pitch. Rather, a throw to first. Story dives back in head first. I don't blame Scherzer for being a little worried right here. Bregman in last night's game, back in the 3-hole, was 0 for 4, but some loud contact. 1-1. Scherzer sets. He throws. Bregman takes a strike. That was right there, and I think Alex would like another look at that pitch. Tells me he was looking for something else. The good news is Bregman back to posting his movie clips on Instagram before every game. Went to the town this morning. 1-2. Pitch. Bregman takes low. It was a very comfortable looking take. A slider low, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes for the Blue Jays. In the unis that make you think of Tony Fernandez and Joe Carter and Roberto Alomar. His baby Blues. They got Vladdy at first. Holding Story. The 2-2 is high. Close, but a ball. And it is 3-2. Schneider at second. Clement the shortstop with Kiner Falefa starting today at third base. Varsho in center, Straw in right, and Springer in left. 3-2. I think Trevor will take off here. He does. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball into right field. That's a base hit. Trevor stutters his steps around second. He's into third base. Beautiful inside-out swing for Bregman. And here come the Red Sox. They got him at first and third with one away.
Well, you said that you thought Alex Bregman would like another look at that fastball earlier in the at-bat on the third pitch of the plate appearance that had gone right by. Well, he got another middle fastball. Again, this time in a 2-strike count, and Bregman does not miss that time. Vacated right side. Plenty of an opening for him, just like that first and third.
And here now, Yoshida, the Blue Jay killer. Left-handed hitter at the corners with one down the pitch. Swinging a drive down the right field line. Trouble if fair. It is. It's into the corner. Story will score. Bregman will head to third. Masataka Yoshida. Get him a Canadian passport. It's an RBI double, and the Red Sox lead it 1-0. Incredible what happens when he faces this team. He drives in a run, a hanging breaking ball. Not only do the Red Sox get one in, they got him at second and third with one down for Romy.
The folks up here do not like seeing Masataka Yoshida. I mean, just laces another double, carbon copy of last night.
Here's Romy, who takes outside a fastball, and it's 1-0.
Entering tonight, Masataka Yoshida against the Blue Jays, a .916 OPS, a .359 average against the Jays.
I wouldn't rule it out that he's been to Niagara Falls since we've been here. 1-0 to Romy. Pitch for the infield halfway is swung on and missed. A fastball 94. That was right there. And it is 1-1. What a great development that is for the Red Sox, that Massa is going again. Got to catch this in against Scherzer. 1-1. The pitch to Romy is swung on and looped into left field. That's a hit. Bregman scores. Massa's being waved home. Springer's throw is cut off. Not in time. Massa slides in. Romy, my RBI homie, drives in 2, and it is 3-0 Red Sox.
Just awesome. I mean, that's a curveball at the bottom or maybe beneath the zone from Max Scherzer, and Romy just goes down. He stays on it. He pulls it with a looping line drive into left field, and this all started because of 2-strike hitting. Trevor Story and then Alex Bregman, comfortable like they have been all season, hitting with 2 strikes. That's what started this against Max Scherzer.
How about Massa? I mean, he's huffing and puffing in the Red Sox dugout, smiling ear to ear. The Red Sox already with 3 in for Crochet. And, you know, Mike, this is immediately a reminder that this is not your grandparents' Max Scherzer. With 2 strikes, he's made huge mistakes, and the Red Sox have made him pay.
Yeah, instead of the swing and miss, I mean, that's we said right near the bottom of the zone, and Romy stayed right on it.
Here's Cedon, who looked really comfortable last night. The pitch to him is a strike. Borderline. Fastball bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Cedon, 244, 16 homers, and 62 driven in. 3-0 Red Sox in the top of the first. Romy thinking about it. Throw over. Very close play, but Gonzalez did get the hand back to the bag.
Think about Max Scherzer's last 2 starts. 3 outs, 10 earned runs. Whoever thought that would happen to Max Scherzer?
No kidding. You know, there was a time in the playoffs when this kind of thing did occur to him, which was so baffling given his spectacular career. 0-1 to Cedon. Romy might think about it here. The pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball in the inside corner. It's 0-2. Think about the patience that Alex Cora has shown with Yoshida all year long and how that is really paying off right here. 3 runs in. Still only 1 out. 0-2 to Rafaela. Pitch is swung on a rip down the left field line. The hit parade continues. Romy's going to think about it and hold at second. The Red Sox have 5 straight hits. The Boo Birds are out for Scherzer in Toronto, and the Sox just keep on coming.
It's another 2-strike pitch that the Red Sox do damage with. Great swing from Cedon. It gets the bat head down to a changeup down and in. Righty on righty there. And again for Scherzer, I mean, yes, it's around the edges, but in an 0-2 count, I mean, you got to bury that against a guy who has shown that he's willing to chase. Cedon, really nice job, and the hit parade continues.
Scherzer, who's been such a bulldog in his career, totally on the ropes. Here's Nathaniel Lowe, takes a fastball in the inside corner. Strike 1. He's the 7th batter, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys. Lowe had 2 big hits that drove in runs last night. Chance to hang an enormous number here in the first. Already 3 in. The pitch. Swinging a foul on the third base side. Out of play. I mean, this is the thing with these Blue Jays. They've got the most tenuous possible lead in the AL East. And after Gossman, whom the Red Sox beat last night, there's not much in the rotation. 0-2. 2 on, 1 out. Low ready. The pitch is grounded on the right side, backhanded by Guerrero to second for 1. Relay to first is not in time. I think Scherzer might have had his foot off the bag. That looked like a double play all the way. I'm sure John Schneider will consult with the video room. It is, for now, not a double play. Will continue the inning, and John Schneider will not look. Wow.
Boy, when that throw came over from the shortstop, Bernie Clement, it looked like it was in time. And, yeah, Max Scherzer's right foot did not find the base before Lowe had gone past. I mean, Scherzer just tied up with his footing there. Otherwise, that would be an inning-ending double play.
And here now an opportunity for Wilyer Abreu to just take the top off this inning and game. 2 on, 2 out. Wilyer, third game off the injured list, batting from the left side. The pitch is high with a fastball. It was encouraging last night to see Abreu double down the left field line. They did pinch hit for him late with Rob Refsnyder. Really good speed at third and Romy Gonzalez. Not so much at first with Lowe. 1-0 the pitch. Swinging a shot foul, and that crushes Jose David Flores on the foot. Wow.
Right off the toe of his left foot, and he's just smiling about it, chatting with Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Mike, I cannot tell you how encouraging that swing is, though, from Wilyer. Timed up ahead of heat. 1-1. 3 Red Sox runs in. We will be following the out-of-town Subaru of New England scoreboard all night long. Scherzer rattled on the mound. 1-1. Scherzer sets. He throws. Wilyer takes a strike on the inside corner. Scherzer looks different on the mound. Obviously, he's aged quite a bit. These are no longer the prime years of his career. He sets way outside of his chest, kind of chin high. And he's just trying to find a way to get outs. Abreu stands in the way of that. 1-2. At the corners, the Red Sox lead. The pitch. Swinging a pop-up, foul of third. Long run over onto foul ground. And having room is Kiner Falefa to make the play. And the inning is over. However, the Red Sox all over Scherzer. Crochet slamming a weighted ball against the wall of the dugout. Takes them out with a 3-run lead in the bottom of the first in Toronto. After this, on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Come to DSW for the shoes, stay for the fun. Because, let's be honest, if shoe shopping isn't fun, are you even doing it right? So go ahead, try something new. Try something different. Good different. Try something that feels like you. You know, the real you. And then definitely brag about it later. Because at DSW, you've got unlimited freedom to play. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the do.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
Your smart speaker to play, 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Drama right away as Garrett Crochet facing George Springer. He winds. Does Garrett the pitch? Is a fastball in there for strike one. That is 32 for 32. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. He just throws a four-seamer and challenges every hitter. It is 0-1 to Springer. Here's the pitch. And it is fouled off. I thought Springer might be ready to ambush. He was not. And it's 0-2. And actually, after he threw the pitch, Crochet stepped off the back of the rubber and looked to the Red Sox dugout on the first base side as if to say, see, I can do whatever I want. 0-2 to Springer. Down and in. Sweeper, a ball and 2 strikes.
So 32 starts, 29 began with a four-seam fastball, 3 with sinkers, 12 of them called strikes, the 2 home runs, Buxton and Churio, 6 fouls, a couple swings and misses, and a ground out.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. That was a great sweeper, and that is the strikeout number 250 on the season for a brilliant Garrett Crochet. I'm still trying to figure out how you got that exact breakdown of first pitches in games. You are a wizard.
6 foul balls, too. I thought Springer would swing and foul one off.
How do you get that? Here's Ernie Clement, who takes a little bit outside, ball 1.
Playoff mode. We are locked in. We are hanging on every pitch tonight.
Did you go 1 by 1 on every start? You didn't do that,
Savant
did you?
is very helpful. It's very helpful.
1-0 to Ernie Clement, 1 down. Crochet throws. Pitch a little bit outside, 2-0.
In my memory bank, I thought it was 3 home runs, but it was just Buxton and Churio when we were in Milwaukee in May.
That's the danger of it, right? I mean, the book does get out. 2-0, he throws. And that's a little bit outside, a fastball. So after the removal of George Springer, he's 3-0 to Ernie Clement. He winds the 3-0. That pours in there. Fastball 96. The velocity early is encouraging for Crochet. Again, now 250 strikeouts. 17-5 with a 2.69 ERA. 3-1, grounder foul on the third base side.
Good cutter there. Yeah, you mentioned the four-seam fastball. The velocity has been better for Crochet in September, even though he's given up some runs, some home runs recently, it's been better than every month's four-seamer velocity other than August. I mean, he's still totally fresh.
3-2. Popped up foul on a play on the first base side. Homers and runs have been a little bit of an issue for him lately. 14 big flies allowed in his last 10 starts. And by now, people listening to this broadcast know that when he pitches on 4 days rest, as he is tonight, the numbers are not quite as good, but they are still elite. The 3-2 ripped down the left field line. Trouble if fair, and it is. That's into the corner. Ernie Clement is around first and into second with a one-out double. Crochet has been on the mound for a lot of Red Sox wins. In fact, Boston has won each of his last 6 starts, even with some bumps in the road. But an early test for him after that one-out double.
It's one thing to watch the cutter there. Caught a fair amount of the plate. You had to be around the zone on a 3-2, but the cutter has been hit hard here in September from Garrett Crochet.
Such an important weapon for him all season long. And here now, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Crochet throws, and Guerrero, a little nubber back to the mound. Crochet comes down, gloves, spins and throws to first. In time, and on one pitch, Guerrero is gone for out number 2. That is a huge sigh of relief for Crochet and the Red Sox. By the way, it's Lowe at first, Romy at second, Story at short, with Bregman, of course, at third. Abreu made a brilliant catch last night in right. Cedon in center with Duran in left field. It's the Baldwin Group Defensive Alignment, Insurance, Employee Benefits, and Wealth Management. If you can dream it, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible. Here's Alejandro Kirk, the pitch. Right in there. Hello, that popped the glove. 97, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, he's bringing it with his fastball right out of the gates. Oiled up, ready to go. You felt like he would love this stage.
Not in the way that Dennis Eckersley says. People get oiled up. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. A sweeper in the dirt. Eck said sometimes Hall of Fame ceremonies, weekends were a little tough because all the old-timers were a little too oiled.
And he did tell us when we saw Eck in Sacramento a few weeks ago that he has followed and loved what Crochet has done this year.
His kind of guy. Although not nearly the showman on the mound. 2 down, runner at second. 3-0 Red Sox in the first. 0-2 to Kirk. Here's the pitch. Fastball way up and outside.
And I don't know if Eck would roll up the bottom of the pant legs the way Garrett Crochet does as well.
Well, you never know. I mean, Eck was a style master himself. That is interesting, isn't it? I mean, they're really, it's like he's going for 4th grade picture day with his pants on the mound. He is a man all his own, and yet he is built for this moment right here. 1-2. Pitch. Popped up into right field. Abreu toward the line, over to his left. He's got room. He makes the play, and the inning is over. A little mini oink from Crochet as he saunters off the mound. Excellent start to this one. 3-0 Red Sox after 1 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
DSW, birthplace of the humble brag. Here, the shoes are so good, no one would ever know how little you paid. If you didn't go telling everyone, that is. And with never-ending options for every style, mood, and occasion, all at really great prices, we'll definitely give you something to brag about. So go ahead, stock up on fresh sneakers from your favorite brands, or try those boots you always secretly knew you could pull off. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
Once upon a dismal day, Bob's ice cream van looked gloomy and gray. Although he had big ambitions, his socials lacked creative vision.
That bad?
Maybe vamp it up a tad?
I have an idea.
Bob launched Canva and got into gear.
Create the video in the vampire theme and make it the funniest meme.
It went viral. Bob's business, a revival. Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at canva.com.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give Give me my good friends. Give me a 2.
Do the do.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer for every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher all season long. Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Arbella is here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. And crochet, as my son likes to say, punched one ticket, so $50 in the kitty. 3-0 Red Sox as we go to the second inning. Carlos Narvaez into the right-handed batter's box. It'll be Narvaez and then Duran and Story in the Herb Chambers batting order. Pitch to Carlos, who had a huge night last night, as a strike on the outside corner.
What a big swing that was from Carlos Narvaez, who had been in an 0 for 17, but man, took a 2-strike splitter and drove in 2.
0-1, swing and a miss. Fastball away from him, and it's 0-2. Mike came to the Rogers Center tonight looking like a male model. He thought he'd roll out the gray cashmere cardigan sweater. Problem is the roof is closed tonight as it's 0-2 to Narvaez, the pitch. Swinging a shot foul on the first base side. So it's warm, I get that. And now Mike is just guns out with a white T-shirt. Triceps look good.
Roof closed. Yeah, I was thinking roof open. It's like a late September night. It might be chilly.
It's good. You wear ties way too much on ESPN. The 0-2 is low and outside. Slider, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I'm a radio sidekick. We are next to the Jays radio booth. Chris LaRue, their analyst over there, of great Bachelor acclaim up here.
One of my all-time favorites. Had him in the minor leagues. Chris LaRue, 1-2 to Narvi, the pitch. Swinging a shot on the ground on one hop to short. Clement backhands, he throws to first in time. And there's one away. Are you angling to make an appearance?
No, and certainly not trying to put myself in that category, but just maybe trying to look the part fashion-wise.
You're fitting.
Jemai was calling me Cardi B earlier today.
This after his abject failure on the reel that Nesson put out earlier today on the vocabulary quiz of Spanish baseball words. Here's Jaron Duran. Pitch to him is pop foul, straight back. Ramon Vasquez, he and I had a great laugh about that. I mean, Jemai talks about all these Spanish lessons he's taking. They had Bregman and Hamilton and Story, Houck and Whitlock, and they got given words that are used in baseball in Spanish. 0-1 to Duran. Popped on the first base side. Looks like Vladdy's got a play behind Jose David Flores. He's there to make the grab. And they're 2 down. Words like jardinero, which is outfielder, carrera, which is run, lanzador, which is pitcher, and nobody got any of them. Least of all, Jemai.
And Bregman prides himself on his Spanish,
He speaks great Spanish. He's invested a lot in that. He's on deck as Story digs in. 2 down, top 2. 3-0 Red Sox. By the way, the interaction there with Guerrero and Jose at first bears something to mind as Story takes a strike. The Red Sox are just not happy with the way the umpires handled the situation last night about the base coaches needing to be back of the boxes. The 0-1 is just inside a fastball, and it's 1-1. The main thing that you talk to any first base coach or third base coach that matters is stay inside the line toward the dugouts, because otherwise you're just way too close to the action. 1-1 to Story. That's outside. I think it's kind of poking the bear of John Schneider to say to the Red Sox, we're worried about what your base coaches are doing. They had some things on Blue Jay pitchers earlier this season, but that's fair game. 2-1 pitch. Swinging a little line drive into center field. That's a base hit. Another knock for Story, who's 2 for 2. And he is aboard for Alex Bregman.
Yeah, that was one of the playoff-like subplots of last night. Of course, the Blue Jays, similar to the Red Sox, they've kind of been in the thick of that throughout the season. The Yankees knew that Max Scherzer was tipping a few starts back and spoke openly about it, what they saw from Scherzer.
Seems to me to be a spot where Story probably should go. 1 on, 2 out. Here's Pregame, the pitch. Swinging a high fly into left field. Back at the warning track. Springer backpedaling toward the wall is there. Right in front of the dirt to make the play. And the inning is over. Scherzer just got away with one right there. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Oh, hey, love your shoes. If you're hearing this, this is your sign to try those on. Trust us, you can totally pull them off. In fact, try on every shoe here if you want. We won't stop you. In our house, you've got unlimited freedom to play. And hey, fall is the perfect season to do, wear, be whatever you want. And with tons of shoes that get you at prices that get your budget, we'll give you something to brag about. So go ahead, try them on. Let us surprise you.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Once upon a dismal day, Bob's ice cream van looked gloomy and gray. Although he had big ambitions, his socials lacked creative vision.
That bad?
Maybe vamp it up a tad?
I have an idea.
Bob launched Canva and got into gear.
Create the video in the vampire theme and make it the funniest SME.
It went viral. Bob's business, a revival. Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at canva.com.
Hi, this is Garrett Crochet. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
In what is hopefully Garrett Crochet's final start of the regular season, he takes them out on the bottom of the second with a 3-0 lead. And here's Anthony Santander batting right against Garrett. He swings and fouls a 98-mile-an-hour fastball straight back. And it is 0-1. 17 wins for Crochet and the most strikeouts in the game at 250. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Hello, Santander, who was on deck as a pinch hitter last night. This is his first game action since May 30th. That'll wake you up. High velocity, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, how about 99? Welcome back to your first Major League game since May.
Well, and that is so encouraging from Crochet. 0-2. Sets up on the third base side, the 0-2. Just outside. He's unhappy with that miss. 99. I mean, this guy is up for it tonight, and I think he knows that he doesn't have to think about a start for another little while here. 1-2 is down and in, so he's going to just let it all eat.
Let's go. Let's see some more of that. Oiled up tonight, like we said. And by the way, the White Sox have grabbed the lead on the Yankees in the top of the second inning.
You absolutely hate to see it. 2-2. Here's a check swing. He definitely went around. Yes, he did. Swing and a miss. And a sweeper in the dirt. Santander hoping, not knowing. And for Crochet, a punch out, and there's one away. The numbers for Crochet: 4 days rest, a 3.58 ERA, 5 days, a 2.27. That's why, in addition to the importance of this game that he is starting tonight, they want him on full rest for a potential opener in a wild card series. Here's Davis Schneider, swing and a miss. The cut fastball, 0-1. Schneider, a bold choice. We'll have to look up his bio, his family history. Unless he's got young daughters, he walks up to Pink Pony Club. 0-1. Swing and a miss. That's a Will Middlebrooks special. Fastball 99. How about that combo? Sweeper and heater, and it's 0-2.
According to AI technology, Davis Schneider does not have children.
Well, I mean, he's entitled to love the song. It's quite a choice as your Major League walk-up music. 0-2. Crochet absolutely looks up for it tonight. The pitch. High fly. Shallow center field. Cedon coming in, Romy going out, and the best center fielder in the game calls everybody off, makes the play. Yeah, and they're 2 down. Fresh, sweet, and delicious. Mandarins are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Right now, pick up 2-pound bags of Cuties, Signature Select, mandarins for $2.97 each when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. Shaw's and Star Market is, of course, the official supermarket, the Red Sox radio network. Here now, Dalton Varsho takes a pitch down and in. You told us the White Sox take a lead, 1-0, top 2 in the Bronx. Yankees had a little champagne celebration last night in the clubhouse. 1-0. Chopper on the right side. Second baseman Romy's got it. Throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Subaru of New England all-wheel drive away event is going on now. Get your authorized retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Garrett Crochet is humming along like a Rolls Royce tonight. We go to the third inning. 3-0 Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part of, well, everything.
From first steps to first dates, from all-nighters to all-time personal bests.
From building pillow forts to building a life.
For all the big and small moments that make up your whole world, DSW is there. And we've got just the shoes. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love at brag-worthy prices at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for you.
Find your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Masataka Yoshida leads it off in the third, and here's Mike.
First pitch is swung on and fouled straight back by Massa against Max Scherzer, with the Red Sox up 3-0 on the Blue Jays in the middle game of this series with 5 games to go, including tonight in the regular season.
I'm proud of myself. I think it's about the first time in, 4 games I haven't taken the first pitch from you in the third.
0-1 is bounced to short, and Ernie Clement gobbles hip high, and he throws out Massa, and there's 1 away, and we are right on schedule 2 pitches into the third.
Don't you wish you did anything as formulaically as Massa did running?
And then grinning at all times when he gets aboard as well.
I mean, and I need to talk to his dentist. I need teeth that white. I do.
They're perfect. Absolutely perfect. He's out number 1 here in the third. Sox up 3-0, and now Romy. First pitch. Romy takes a fastball from Scherzer for strike 1. Romy had a 2-run single that he dumped into left field his first time back in the first inning. 6 hits for the Red Sox off Max Scherzer. The 0-1. Gonzalez takes outside, a ball and a strike. Third inning is brought to you by Citgo. Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Scherzer winds and the 1-1. Gonzalez takes inside, a fastball that misses, 2-1. Good start to this series for the Red Sox. All around 4-1 win last night. Great effort from the bullpen, some timely hits from Lowe and Narvaez. 2-1. Romy swings and he tips it foul right at home plate. 2-2. And then a good start to this one. Right out of the gates against Scherzer in the first inning. 5 of those 6 hits came in the first. And Garrett Crochet, as you said, he looks totally locked in through 2 innings on 26 pitches. Scherzer kicks in the 2-2. Check swing on a pitch down, and Romy went around on appeal to first. He strikes out, and there's 2 away for the Red Sox here in the top of the 3rd. It's time for the New England Chevy Dealers question of the day. Together we drive. Today's question at Sox Booth on Twitter is, which team's collapse would be worse if they missed the postseason? The Tigers, the Mets, or the Astros?
Ooh. I know which one it's not for sure.
Here's Ceddanne Rafaela, and the first pitch is a fastball called a strike.
Like the Astros are not in that world at all. And, you know, the thing is, both would be historic in different ways. Money for the Mets, lead for the Mets, but just an utterly epic collapse if the Tigers lose that division and miss the playoffs.
15.5 was the lead. The 0-1. Ceddanne takes a breaking ball down and away, a ball and a strike.
You know, it's interesting. You were talking about the scoreboard. The Pirates beat the Reds last night to give the Mets a little breathing room. They had a thrilling comeback win. They lead them again 1-0. Pittsburgh does in the 5th.
Here comes the 1-1. Check swing, and Ceddanne did not go around on appeal to first. 2-1.
I don't know about you, Mike. This time of year, the most fun part of it is you kind of hone in on one league. Like, I really only care about the AL right now.
That's all I have the bandwidth for.
That's
really
true, too.
Red Sox up 3-0 in the 3rd. 2-1 is cut on and missed. A fastball riding up and in on Rafaela. 2-2.
It's one of the things I miss about the balanced schedule and all the things we've done with interleague play. It's so fun to just focus on the American League or the National League.
Base is empty, 2 outs. Max Scherzer winds, and his 2-2 is outside. Good take by Ceddanne on the slider, and it's a full count with Nathaniel Lowe on deck. Again, the Red Sox magic number is 3. Scherzer's 3-2. Swinging a slicing line drive into deep right field. Straw goes back, and it's over his head, and short hops off the wall. Rafaela motors to second, dives headlong in with a 2-out double off the wall the opposite way. Nice piece of hitting by Ceddanne Rafaela, who's got 2 hits already, and his 32nd double this season was loud contact off Scherzer.
I find what we're dealing with Ceddanne Rafaela to be such a classic collision of hitting philosophies. The Red Sox want him to pull the ball in the air. I think that almost invites so much swing and miss. When he goes the other way, he can be really dangerous.
He's at second for Nate Lowe. First pitch is a fastball that misses up ball 1.
You know, as the season's gone on, they've thought he's lost weight, he's less strong, so let's go the other way. Well, that ball was smoked. It hit the base of the wall.
104 off Rafaela's bat. Sox up 3-0 in the 3rd. Scherzer's 1-0. Low swings, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Good pitch to hit a fastball right at the top of the zone for Lowe.
I mean, it might make me a traditionalist, but you talk to any hitter, Lou, Will, Wade Boggs, anybody, the answers are the other way. And I don't think that should just be abandoned for Rafaela.
The 1-1. Lowe swings, and he rolls one sharply pull side at second. Davis Schneider gloves, and he throws out Lowe at first, and the inning's over. Just a double. That's it for Rafaela and the Red Sox in the top of the 3rd. Red Sox 3, Blue Jays 0 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Possibility means you have a chance.
Passion opens the door to all possibilities.
When I feel like anything's possible, I feel kind of giddy.
I want to be an astronaut, an artist, an actress.
To visit another country.
All I need is a backpack and a pair of shoes, and I'll find a way.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
I've never felt like more things are possible than right now.
In the right shoes, anything's possible.
DSW, countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
Ice, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Garrett Crochet's first pitch in the bottom of the third is strike one, pumped in with a fastball to the right-hand hitting right fielder Miles Straw. Red Sox up 3-0 with Garrett Crochet looking sharp. His 0-1, Straw swings and he fouls it straight back. 97 from Crochet. Garrett Crochet entered tonight 7th in baseball in ERA, 2nd in all of baseball in innings pitched. He is 2 outs away from 200 innings for the season. 0-2, swinging a roller left side. Story in the hole, reaches out, but it's past him into left field, a base hit. Second base runner for Toronto. It's a pull side single for the speedy Miles Straw, leading off in the Herb Chambers batting order, and a man aboard for Toronto against Crochet. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Red Sox, providing first aid at Fenway and supporting Red Sox scholars. Learn more at bidmc.org. So man aboard, nobody out, and now the 9-man for Toronto, the right-hand hitting Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. First pitch is swung on and bounced to second. Romy gloves the high hop. He throws to Story for 1. On to first, not in time for 2. Kiner-Falefa stays out of it. Red Sox get the lead runner in the speedy Straw, and there's one away for Crochet.
How about those athletes on the middle infield? That was really cool. Romy was never going to turn that, I don't think, but that was stylish to get that to second the way he did.
Story made it close on Kiner-Falefa. And now back to the top for George Springer. Struck out swinging on a sweeper from Crochet. Back in the first. Red Sox up 3-0 in the third. First pitch is a fastball called a strike, top of the zone. So the Crochet is also first in baseball in punchouts. Came in with 249 of them. 8 ahead of Tarek Skubal, pitched last night. The 0-1, Springer takes outside. That's our league leaders and who's circling the drain. Presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. 1 on, 1 out, third inning. The 1-1, Springer swings and he laces it foul, right side and out of play, 1-2. 98 from Garrett Crochet. I'd say the four-seam fastball looks really good for Crochet. One of the questions coming into tonight was how much would he throw that pitch in the zone? It's dropped off a little bit for him here his last few starts in September. The 1-2, Springer takes upstairs and did not go around on a fastball in 97. 2-2. Crochet's been throwing that four-seam fastball a little bit less here these last couple of months, but we told you the velocity has still been great with that pitch. The kick in the 2-2. Swinging a hard hit ground ball to short. Story gloves to his left. He flips to second for 1. On to first in time for 2. 6-4-3. Induced by Garrett Crochet, who hits 200 innings for the season, and he posts another 0. We go to the 4th in Toronto. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Blue Jays 0 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Possibility means you have a chance.
Passion opens the door to all possibilities.
When I feel like anything's possible, I feel kind of giddy.
I want to be an astronaut, an artist, an actress.
To visit another country.
All I need is a backpack and a pair of shoes, and I'll find a way.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
I've never felt like more things are possible than right now.
In the right shoes, anything's possible.
DSW, countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across the cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Max Scherzer's first pitch is swung on and lined down the right field line. Fair ball for Wilyer Abreu into the right field corner. He stops it first as Miles Straw got to it quickly. And the Red Sox are all over Max Scherzer tonight. Up 3-0 in the fourth, and another base hit for the Sox.
I love so many things about that. It's another balanced swing for Abreu, and then why push it? I mean, with what he's been dealing with, late he will, and he did last night, by the way. I thought he was really impressive running the bases, but there was Straw out there. Take it easy.
Jumping all over a first pitch breaking ball, and Wilyer's laughing at first with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and looking mighty comfortable in Wilyer's third game back. So now to the 9th spot in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood, and Westboro. For Carlos Narvaez, grounded to short his first time. First pitch, down and away, ball one.
I want to believe that in Spanish he said something like, I really appreciate the swings you take. You do not get cheated.
A couple guys who don't. By the way, there's already action in the bullpen for Toronto. Yariel Rodriguez, the 1-0. It's a fastball that dots the inside part of the plate, a ball and a strike.
Isn't it crazy, Mike? I don't know about you. Coming here and seeing this team in person, this game's early, this series is young. I get all that. But something strikes me about this Blue Jays team.
90 wins, but they do have question marks. The 1-1. Narvaez takes a breaking ball down, 2-1.
I think they're kind of floundering. Like, I don't think they're a team right now anyway, without Bichette, without the rotation as it was built. They've got some huge leaks.
Chris Bassett is on the injured list with a back issue. High set from Scherzer with a man at first, and the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good slider, 2-2 on Narvaez. Red Sox up 3-0 here in the top of the fourth against Max Scherzer, the 3-time Cy Young Award winner. Wilyer Abreu leads off a first. Scherzer comes set right near the ear. Fiddles with the grip in the 2-2. Swinging a line drive, poked foul. Right field side, not a play.
It is amazing when you watch the monitor. And now we'll see what happens when a runner gets on second base. But I told you he sets in a different way, sort of way out off his body. You can see everything his fingers are doing coming home. Everything.
Do you think you can see it at all from first?
No.
Scherzer glances at home, and it's 2-2. Swinging a foul straight back.
But here's the crazy thing, that you and I are watching the monitor in this game. Kyle Hudson, Jose David Flores, they're not looking at stuff like on monitors during the game. They are analyzing every single turn of a wrist, what his shoulders do, what his earlobes do. They are on signs way ahead of us.
2-2. Narvaez swings and misses and strikes out. Tipped into the mid of the catcher, Kirk, for out number one here in the fourth. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
With Will Fleming, I'm Mike Monaco. Fourth inning in Toronto, and the Red Sox lead 3-0 on the Jays. Here's Jaron Duran in the first pitch. This is inside ball one.
Aaron Judge hit a 3-run homer. So it's Yankees 3, White Sox 1. Top of the third. Antsy times for the Blue Jays.
Detroit's got a 1-0 lead on Cleveland in the third. The 1-0. Durant swings and he dribbles it foul right at home plate, 1-1.
That's why that finale against the Yankees still stings. 2-game swing, really. It's so fun to go down the stretch with the Yankees vying for the division crown.
Think about where the Yankees are right now after that Judge swing and with what the Red Sox have done already against Scherzer. They're trying to pull even. Scherzer steps off and Durant backs out of the left-hand box. Jaron 0 for 2 so far. Strikeout on a changeup in the first, and then he popped out in foul ground to first in the second. Willier still at first with 1 out. The 1-1. Durant swings and misses. Fastball elevated, 1-2.
Now, the one thing to remember again is the Jays do have the head-to-head tiebreaker with the Yankees. So, really, as of right now, it's a 2-game lead.
Tiebreakers all over the place have come into focus here in this final week of the regular season. Red Sox well positioned in that regard. They lead 3-0 in the fourth. 1-2. Durant swings and misses and strikes out. Fastball up in the zone again and back-to-back Ks for Max Scherzer, and there's 2 away. The fourth inning is brought to you by Cars for Kids, the easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today and your car can be picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. So here's Trevor Story, who's already singled twice in this game. Righty against righty, with Willier still at first. First pitch, swinging a foul straight back on a fastball center cut. Scherzer's about to throw his 70th pitch already. Told you he has really struggled recently. The Red Sox jumped him for a 3 spot right away in the top of the first. The Sox have 8 hits in this game. Open stance as ever for Story in the 0-1. Takes a breaking ball down, 1-1. I feel so good about how Garrett Crochet has looked. Got the double play ball in that bottom of the third inning, and just up and over 200 innings this season. Scherzer with that high set, and now the 1-1. Story swings and misses out ahead of a curveball down and away, 1-2. Good 2-strike hit from Trevor his first time, set that inning in motion. He's the first guy to reach against Scherzer, and then Bregman followed with a 2-strike hit as well. A deep breath for Trevor Story. Eye black painted on. Settles back into the right-hand box. Here comes the 1-2. He swings and he fouls it straight back. Now, Willier's swing looked good. He's had a couple good-looking swings here over these last 2 nights. His second and now third games back off the injured list from the calf problem. But he's still stable to first. 2 outs here, top 4. Scherzer sets in the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle into center field. A base hit for Trevor Story. Abreu stops at second. Story's already got a 3-hit day here in the top of the 4th inning. Have a night against Max Scherzer. Stayed on the breaking ball and sent it back where it came from Max Scherzer, who has given up 9 hits already. And now the Red Sox looking to do some 2-out damage here with Alex Bregman, who just missed a first pitch fastball his last time against Scherzer in the 2nd inning. Bregman just got under it and flew out to the warning track and left. He had singled the opposite way his first time. First and second, first pitch. Fastball hummed in for a strike.
Just missed one last time, Bregman. I thought he launched to left field.
18 home runs, 62 driven in for Alex Bregman. Alex Cora said pregame this afternoon he feels like Bregman is back to his old self, feeling good, taking walks. The 0-1. Bregman swings and he pulls it sharply to third. Kiner Falefa gobbles and he gets the force at second. firing to the covering Schneider. And the inning's over. But that was a bullet from Alex Bregman, 102 off his bat. Red Sox leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th in Toronto. Red Sox up 3-0 on the Jays. On the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
DSW, birthplace of the humble brag. Here, the shoes are so good, no one would ever know how little you paid. If you didn't go telling everyone, that is. And with never-ending options for every style, mood, and occasion, all at really great prices, we'll definitely give you something to brag about. So go ahead, stock up on fresh sneakers from your favorite brands, or try those boots you always secretly knew you could pull off. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
A mochi moment from Mark, who writes, I just want to thank you for making GLP-1s affordable. What would have been over $1,000 a month is just $99 a month with Mochi. Money shouldn't be a barrier to healthy weight. 3 months in, and I have smaller jeans and a bigger wallet. You're the best. Thanks, Mark. I'm Myra Ahmed, founder of Mochi Health. To find your Mochi moment, visit joinmochi.com.
Mark is a Mochi member compensated for his story.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Jones and Keith.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Garrett Crochet misses outside with ball 1 to start the bottom of the 4th inning with the Red Sox up 3-0 on Toronto. 2, 3, and 4 in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Infinity of Westboro. 1-0 pitch is a check swing on a pitch down, fouled off by Clement, and it's a ball and a strike. Ernie Clement doubled his first time against Garrett Crochet. It's one of just 2 hits against Crochet in this game. 35 pitches, his first 3 innings. He looks excellent. The 1-1. Swinging a high fly ball in the air to left. Durand backs up into the gap in left center, and he makes a shoulder-high catch. And there's 1 away to begin the bottom of the 4th. We just had the 110th pitch, brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill is proud to be an official partner of the WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. We got back and forth action happening everywhere across the American League as Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles into the right-hand box. Went first pitch swinging his first time and rolled the mound. First pitch here goes to the backstop from Crochet. A changeup that was not close, and it's 1-0. Cleveland has taken the lead on Detroit on a George Valera home run, only the second of his young career. Sure. Crochet's 1-0 is up and away with a fastball at 98, 2-0 on Vladdy. So you got the Yankees up, and now Cleveland up on Detroit yet again. Crochet flutters the mitt, and now the 2-0. Vladdy swings and a comebacker on a line up the middle. Backhand stop from Romy. He rises and throws out Vladdy at first. What a play! On a short hop, Romy picked it on the outfield grass behind the second base bag, and he throws out Guerrero for out number 2.
Stupid. So great from Gonzalez. First of all, you're happy Crochet is alive. That missed his face by inches. And then Romy, the athleticism to go to his right, he barely got a glove on it, and then in one motion to spring up, spin, and throw. That was fabulous.
Now Alejandro Kirk, first pitch swinging, a bouncer to first, low backhands, and he flips to the covering Crochet, and the inning is over promptly. A 7-pitch, 1-2-3, bottom of the 4th, with some fine defense from Romy Gonzalez in second. 5th inning on the way, Sox 3, Jays 0 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part of, well, everything.
From first steps to first dates, from all-nighters to all-time personal bests.
From building pillow forts to building a life.
For all the big and small moments that make up your whole world, DSW is there. And we've got just the shoes. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love at brag-worthy prices at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Masataka Yoshida to lead it off against Max Scherzer, the Red Sox, as we go into the 5th inning, having fun. So far this evening, they lead 3-0, and Masa's been in the middle of a lot of it. He leads off, then Romy and Cedon in the Herb Chambers batting order. The pitch to Yoshida is a fastball at the top of the zone for strike 1. Who's our Herb Chambers batting order brought to us by this inning?
It is brought to us by Volvo Cars of Norwood.
Yeah, we're sharing a laminated sheet tonight. 0-1. Masa swings and drives one high and deep into right field. Forget about it. Oh, baby, way gone for Yoshida. He is unbelievable against these Blue Jays, and it is 4-0 Red Sox.
Build the statue. Put it right outside Rogers Center. Masataka Yoshida loves hitting against the Blue Jays. I mean, he just pounded that pitch from Max Scherzer. Up and in with a fastball at 92. Masa hammers that thing to the second deck.
I can't wait for the tail of the tape on that one. I mean, that was launched. Canadian internet is not allowing me to see real-time data. Here's Romy fouling one off on the first base side. All I know is that thing was torched. Scherzer tried to come up and into Yoshida, and that is a rare admiration by Yoshida coming out of the box. 1 to Romy. 4-0 Red Sox. It's a Canadian party. He swings and misses the slider, and it's 0-2.
104 miles an hour off the bat, and it traveled 399 feet, and that feels light.
It does. There's a fan out there in right field behind the Red Sox bullpen who comes here every game. The Sox are in Toronto. Romy hits a soft chopper to short. Clement backhands and throws to first in time, and there's the first out in the top of the 5th. He looks like a twist between Post Malone and Jelly Roll, and he is the world's #1 Alex Verdugo fan, and he's made his own Wally mask this year, and he's just going absolutely crazy. That young man. Love it. Sox fans in Canada. 1 down, here's Cedon. Pitch. Swinging a high fly into center field. Varsho racing in. He's there to make the play, and very quickly a homer and 2 down in this 5th inning.
The fan has a War Pig paraphernalia, I guess you would say,
hat
on the Wally hat and on his own hat as well for Garrett Crochet.
He's into it, I'll tell you that much.
Jelly Roll Indeed. I'm totally with you. Meets Post Malone.
Don't you think that's a pretty good description?
Really good pull by you.
For an old guy, that's not bad. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 2 down, a run in. Lowe takes up and in.
Chapel Roan, probably not a favorite of yours.
You know what? I really like that song. I do. My kids adore it. We play it. We get into it. My guys are a little bit more into, say, Benson Boone these days. 1-0 to Lowe. The pitch is not a beautiful thing for Nathaniel. It's a strike on the outside corner.
Mystical, magical.
Yes, that's Charlie's #1 favorite song. Sorry he's here for someone else. 1-1 to Lowe. The pitch. Swinging a shot on the first base side, but foul. Out of play, and it's 1-2. I didn't realize this yet, but I was looking up Benson Boone tour dates. Oh, because my boys like it so much. This dude, I mean, he went from doing a front flip at the Grammys in a pleather baby blue suit to filling out football stadiums. I mean, he's as popular as anybody right now. 1-2 to Lowe. Here's the pitch, and it's way high with the fastball. I hadn't heard of him before that, and now we're in. Our whole family's in, and he is just taken off like a rocket ship.
I was going to say, I don't think I'd heard of him until a couple months ago.
Yeah. 2-2 to Lowe. I don't think Nathaniel could flip off a piano right now. The pitch is swung on and missed. He has struck out a slider. He can do a lot of great things, including a couple RBIs last night. Masataka Yoshida. Now he is a beautiful thing right now. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
DSW, birthplace of the humble brag. Here, the shoes are so good, no one would ever know how little you paid. If you didn't go telling everyone, that is. And with never-ending options for every style, mood, and occasion, all at really great prices, we'll definitely give you something to brag about. So go ahead, stock up on fresh sneakers from your favorite brands, or try those boots you always secretly knew you could pull off. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out.
Oh, Downy in the rinse change.
Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Garrett Crochet rolling along, and a great cutter begins the bottom of the 5th to Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Just ran into Lou Merlone in the washroom. That's what they call him up here. He was taking a little tinkle. The 0-1 to Santander is down and in. Sweeper, and it's 1-1. And Lou told me that he just said on Nesson in the offseason, Craig Breslow should propose a Masataka Vladdy trade. The Blue Jays should accept it. Incredible. 1-1 pitch. How good Yoshida's been. That's swung on and missed. It's 97 miles an hour from Crochet. 1-2. Pitch is strike 3 called. Hello, 97-mile-an-hour fastball for Crochet. Yet another punch out. His 3rd of the game. Cruising right along, and here you go. Pink Pony Club means it's Davis Schneider time.
3 strikeouts for Crochet. He hadn't had one since the first batter of the second, Anthony Santander. 97, like you said, top of the zone.
And yet he's been so efficient. Here's a beautiful cutter at the bottom of the zone, 0-1.
15 pitches in the first, 11 in the second, 9 in the third, 7 in the fourth.
Right, I'll tell you what, if I'm a Blue Jay fan watching this team, I am worried. Here's a chopper toward third, backhanded by Bregman. Second hop, he throws to first in time. And then 2-away. It's a long way to go. Things can change, but Scherzer does not look like himself. Bullpen is very much in flux, and without Bichette, I think Vladdy's pressing a little bit. The offense does not look the same. A loss tonight would be the 6th in 7 games for the Blue Jays. Yankees lead 5-1 in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Varsho bluffs a bunt against Crochet, takes it back, and that missed outside for ball 1. Code word of the game, bases loaded. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Bases loaded. That's been a little bit of a curse for the Red Sox. 6 for their last 50 in that spot. Jemai Webster pays a little homage to the radio booth tonight as a 1-0 pitch is fouled off on the first base side. He needed some electricity, didn't he? Both literal and metaphorical.
I got a 3:30 call from him and said, "Have you left the hotel yet? I need a charger."
Sounds like Jemai. 1-1 is a little bit outside.
And yet he didn't get my charger until almost 8:30 p.m. I
Just
offered
to be
bring
sure
it to
you
him
had it.
many times.
4-0 Red Sox in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 pitch. Line drive into center field. Cedon comes on. He dives. And did he catch it? He did. And then he dropped it. It rolls out of his glove. And most of all, the Red Sox happy that Cedon is okay. That was a lot like the play that he hurt his wrist on earlier this season. He almost made another Superman grab. And there's something about that play where his wrist has all of his weight on it, where it just pops out, and frankly, I'm okay with it.
He did a really good job of avoiding coming down and rolling that wrist. It stayed clean throughout. He almost made the catch. He looked up at the video board and screamed because he wanted to make it.
He wants to make them all. Here's Miles Straw, liner to third. That play is made by Bregman, and the inning is over. How about Garrett Crochet? 53 pitches through 5 innings, and he is crushing the Blue Jays tonight. 4-0 in Toronto on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
What does possibility mean to you?
That's a hard question.
Something that you can strive for.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
You're confident in yourself and you believe in yourself. Stuff that you could achieve.
I feel excited. Anything is possible when you're more confident.
Shoes are a huge part of that. They are the most important part of my style.
You can express yourself.
In the right shoes, anything is possible.
DSW, countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah, I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Sixth inning already in Toronto, and the Red Sox are rolling along. They're up 4-0 on the Blue Jays in the middle game of this series. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox. Toronto goes to the bullpen for the left-hander Brendan Little against Wilyer Abreu to begin the sixth. Out of the stretch, Little's first pitch is swung on and trickled up the first base line. Guerrero charges, reaches down gloves, hops to the base, and retires Abreu on one pitch to begin the sixth. So Scherzer was rocky from the get-go tonight. The Red Sox touched him up for 10 hits, the 4 runs all earned across 5 innings. No walks and 5 strikeouts for the future Hall of Famer on 86 pitches. And now Little, who leads the American League in appearances. He's got a 3.15 ERA. Now Carlos Narvaez bats. First pitch, and Carlos takes strike 1 on a fastball.
Alex Cora was comparing Peyton Tolley to Kevin Brown, who he played with when he was in the big leagues, and how different they were and how big of a psycho Kevin Brown was on his start days.
0-1. Narvaez cuts and misses, nothing at 2.
In the best possible way. I mean, that's just part of what baseball is. Some of these starters, they want to be left alone. They got these total creature habit routines. And Scherzer is like at the top of the list of all time. If you listen to some of his teammates.
He's had that mentality, that stigma attached to him his whole career. Such a competitor. 0-2. Bounced in. I mean, he wants to go after every pop-up himself, which you hardly see from pitchers.
And he brings the exact same roast beef sandwich to every game, like in his perfect Tupperware. And he wants no one to speak to him. He's a little Wade Boggs-ish like this, where he shows up to the clubhouse before every start at the same time with his sandwich that he eats at the exact same time every day.
I think roast beef is overrated.
I agree completely.
The 1-2. Narvaez takes up high, 2-2.
But there's a classic story of he was in San Francisco at this time with the Washington Nationals. And he was doing his thing where he's just a menace in the clubhouse on start days, huffing and puffing, going around like angry if anybody even looks at him.
2-2 pitch. Narvaez swings and he lines one to center. Varsho, though, moves to his left. He makes the catch, and there's 2 out for the Sox, up 4-0 in the 6th.
But at this time, Dusty Baker was the manager of the Washington Nationals, and Dusty, one of the great connective forces in the history of the game, player, manager, like to Jackie Robinson. It's 6 degrees of Dusty in the game. And Willie Mays was at the ballpark that day. And Scherzer, who turns out to be a great appreciator of the game, saw Dusty coming up to him, and Dusty said, "Hey, Max, Willie is here."
Jaron Durant climbs into the box. First pitch, bounced in, ball 1.
I think Max, as the story goes, was like bite number 1 into the roast beef sandwich, which was like the worst time ever to approach him. And he set it down and said, "Where is he? Let's go." Which I think is just a great story about it. You know, so many of these present, future Hall of Famers have that appreciation for the others in their circle.
Yeah, admiration for the best. The 1-0. Durant swings and he chops it to first. Guerrero gloves right at the base, taps the left foot on it, and the inning is over. Scherzer out of the game, Little into it, and the Red Sox go quietly in the 6th. But they lead the Jays 4-0 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Possibility means you have a chance.
Passion opens the door to all possibilities.
When I feel like anything's possible, I feel kind of giddy.
I want to be an astronaut, an artist, an actress.
To visit another country.
All I need is a backpack and a pair of shoes, and I'll find a way.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
I've never felt like more things are possible than right now.
In the right shoes, anything's possible.
DSW. Countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
this moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Ice, energy, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
5 shutouts so far for Garrett Crochet as we start the bottom of the 6th with strike 1 pumped into Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Red Sox up 4-0 on the Blue Jays. Crochet has been awesome and efficient. His 0-1. Breaking ball loops in onto the back door for a strike 0-2. 9-1-2 for Toronto in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Honda of Boston, Burlington, and Seacock. Crochet's 0-2 toward the back foot, bounced in. A ball and 2 strikes. 53 pitches to get through those 5 great innings so far from Crochet. Hopeful that this is the final one of the season indeed, until perhaps the playoffs. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 97 blown past Kiner-Falefa up the ladder. 4th strikeout for Crochet, and there's 1 gone in the 6th. He has just looked awesome tonight. He's had it all working. He's had great velocity on the fastball from the jump. Some really good cutters as well. Back to the top, here's George Springer, who's 0 for 2. First pitch. Breaking ball twist down, ball 1. So Springer here, and then Ernie Clement is on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. TimberTech.com. 1-0 is down and in. 2-0 from Crochet, who again came in 7th in baseball in ERA, 2nd in innings. He has now passed Logan Webb for the major league lead in innings pitched, and he continues to set the pace in strikeouts. 2-0 is swung on and fouled back. 97 top of the zone to Springer. So this looks really good from Crochet, who had given up 13 earned runs his last 4 starts. Of course, most of that is the 7 earned 3 weeks ago at Fenway against Cleveland. 2-1. Breaking ball called a strike, top of the zone. Good pitch, 2-2. Red Sox up 4-0 on the Blue Jays here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out and no one on for Toronto. Crochet starts off the third base side of the rubber. 2-2. Swinging a weak pop-up, floated toward shallow right. Abreu races in. He calls off Romy Gonzalez and makes the catch for out number 2. Well, we've been keeping tabs on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. The Subaru of New England all-wheel drive-away event is going on now. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Guardians still up 2-1 on the Tigers in the top of the 5th. And the Yankees now up 5-1 on the White Sox in the 5th. First pitch to Ernie Clement is swung on and rolled foul down the first base line. And again, if you're just joining us or haven't been totally locked into the proceedings the last 24 hours, Red Sox started the day with a magic number of 3. So any combination of Red Sox wins and Astros losses to get the 3 clinch a spot. 0-1 fades outside with a changeup. 1-1 on Clement. Astros lost late last night in Sacramento to the A's. The 1-1. Check swing on a pitch down and no swing from Clement. 2-1. Hunter Brown goes for the Astros tonight. So Red Sox and Astros with aces on the respective mounds. Red Sox ahead here in Toronto, 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs and the base is empty. Crochet winds and is 2-1. Clement takes down a sinker that misses, 3-1. Boy, there have not been many 3-ball counts from Garrett Crochet. Clement ran it full in the first. That is one of the few, if any, otherwise. 3-1 is swung on and popped up into right field. Abreu backs up into the gap in right center, camps under it and makes the catch. And the inning's over. Garrett Crochet is through 6 shutout innings in a huge game tonight in Toronto. We go to the 7th. Red Sox up 4-0 on the Blue Jays on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Oh, hey, love your shoes. If you're hearing this, this is your sign to try those on. Trust us, you can totally pull them off. In fact, try on every shoe here if you want. We won't stop you. In our house, you've got unlimited freedom to play. And hey, fall is the perfect season to do, wear, be whatever you want. And with tons of shoes that get you at prices that get your budget, we'll give you something to brag about. So go ahead, try them on. Let us surprise you.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of a cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
7th inning in Toronto, and it's all Red Sox so far. Up 4-0 on the Blue Jays, with the Red Sox posting 10 hits tonight. Trevor Story leads it off against Jose Barrios in relief, and his first pitch is outside ball 1. Jose Barrios has spent 10 years in the major leagues. This is only his 2nd ever relief appearance. His 1-0. Breaking ball swung on and rolled foul. Third base line 1-1 on Story. He's got 3 hits tonight. The only other relief outing before tonight for Jose Barrios was back in 2017. 2nd year in the big leagues, late in the season for Minnesota. 1-1 is cut on and missed. At that time, Jose Barrios was gearing up to perhaps pitch in relief in a 1-game wild card playoff game for Minnesota for manager Paul Molitor at the time. And Barrios right now is a bullpen guy for John Schneider, who's got questions in the rotation. Barrios 30 starts this year in a 4.06 ERA. 1-2. Story swings and misses and strikes out. And there's one gone in the top of the 7th. So now here comes Alex Bregman in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Danvers and Millbury. Base is empty for Bregman, who's 1 for 3 with a single the opposite way in the first. A fly out to left he just missed in the 2nd. And a sharply hit ground ball to 3rd in the 4th. First pitch, he swings and he rolls it to 3rd, and that is foul outside the line at Kiner Falefa. Red Sox up 4-0 on Toronto at the top of the 7th inning. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. NissanUSA.com. 0-1 is swung on and popped up by Bregman to the right side of the diamond. Onto the outfield turf. Guerrero backs up from first, calls for it and makes the catch. And 2 quick outs for Jose Barrios out of the bullpen here in the 7th inning. Flip side of things for Red Sox pitching tonight. Garrett Crochet is at 67 pitches through 6. He's got a 4-run lead, and he has been ultra efficient. 2 outs, base is empty, and here is the Blue Jays killer Masataka Yoshida. 2 hits last night, 2 more tonight. First pitch, Massa takes a fastball for strike 1. Massa had a run-scoring double down the right field line in the first, and then a pull-side home run to the second deck in the 5th. Barrios is 0-1. Massa swings and he bounces one over the mound, up the middle. Tough play. Clement from short. He picks and throws to first in time to get Yoshida. And the inning is over. Red Sox go down quickly. 1-2-3 on 8 pitches in the top of the 7th. Crochet comes back to work after the stretch. Red Sox 4, Blue Jays nothing on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Going on vacation? We're here for it. With kids who turn a back seat into a courtroom drama over whose tablet is louder, whose charger is faster, and why watching the same cartoon for the 100th time is a human right? Yep, we totally have vehicles to handle that. Because whether it's a road trip or a business trip, where your flight's delayed, your phone's at 2%, and your dinner, whatever's open, yeah, here for that too. Enterprise, we're here for it.
I've never felt like this before. It's like you just get me. I feel like my true self with you. Does that sound crazy? And it doesn't hurt that you're gorgeous. Okay, that's it. I'm taking you home with me. I mean, you can't find shoes this good just anywhere. Find a shoe for every you, from brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, and more at your DSW store or DSW.com.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of a cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're listening to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Red Sox up 4-0 in Toronto, and Garrett Crochet has been efficient and excellent. First pitch, it's cut on and missed, 0-1 to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 97 up the ladder on the 68th pitch from Garrett Crochet. Vladdy's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs, one back to the mound and one at second, 0-1. Fastball misses high. Crochet has just looked awesome in what could be his final appearance of the regular season. Red Sox ahead 4-0. Crochet kicks in the 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Tonight's 7th inning is sponsored by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. Crochet peers in at Carlos Narvaez. Dark mitt at the waist. Crochet flutters it. He kicks in the 1-2. Swinging a foul straight back on 99 from Garrett Crochet right down the heart of the plate. Keeps nodding yes at his catcher Narvaez. Boy, the postseason with Crochet on the mound is something oh so tantalizing to think about. Looks the part in every way tonight again. 1-2. Swinging a roller foul up the third base line, and Guerrero fouled that off his foot, and he now hobbles out of the left-hand box. Get up to $20 off groceries with every flu vaccination at Shaw's Pharmacy or Star Market Pharmacy. Stay protected and save because your health matters to us. Stop by your Shaw's Pharmacy or Star Market Pharmacy to get your free flu shot today and complete terms and conditions. We'll also get you the results of our poll from the New England Chevy dealers question of the day. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers too on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox. Vladdy's back in the box. Crochet is ready. And here's the 1-2. Fastball. Cold strike 3 on the inside part of the plate at 99 from Garrett Crochet. Vladdy Guerrero argues and gets ejected by the home plate umpire, Gabe Morales. John Schneider comes out of the Blue Jays third base dugout in support of his superstar, and Crochet just punched out Guerrero, who then got run. 99 dotted. The K-zone does say it. Grabbed part of the plate right on the edge, and Crochet has been fabulous, and he has totally flummoxed and frustrated the Blue Jays tonight. Toronto's in a tailspin here coming down the stretch, and frustrations have boiled over. Meantime, Crochet stands with his mitt on his right hand, right on his right hip at the back of the mound. He stretches out, and John Schneider's discussion is over with Gabe Morales. So Guerrero gets tossed in the bottom of the 7th with his team down 4-0, with the Yankees leading and with the Blue Jays in danger of being tied atop the American League East after tonight. Now Alejandro Kirk, in the first pitch is a cutter called the strike to the right-hand hitting Toronto catcher. John Schneider is muttering, and now he's been ejected by Gabe Morales. They're barking back and forth at one another, and an ejection again. You know what? It might not be John Schneider who just got run in the dugout. I think David Popkins, the hitting coach, has been ejected instead. Yeah, Morales just ran David Popkins from this game as well. Crochet's 0-1. Back foot miss with a breaking ball, 1-1. Well, how about this in the bottom of the 7th inning? The Red Sox have totally frustrated the Blue Jays. 4-0 Sox lead, 1 out, bases empty. Crochet cruising. The 1-1. Kirk swings and he rolls it foul up the third base line. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. got ejected after 99. That was a strike on the inside part of the plate. Looks like Guerrero looked back at Gabe Morales, then he pointed down at the line in the box, and that's what did the trick with Gabe Morales. And then Popkins gets tossed as well. Meantime, Crochet is unfazed by the interruptions. And now his 1-2. Swinging a roller up the middle at short. Story crouches down, he gloves. He throws out Kirk, who's about a third of the way up the first base line. And there's 2 away for Crochet in the 7th. Well, this has been fun for Garrett Crochet. Red Sox up 4-0 in this bottom of the 7th inning. Crochet still only at 77 pitches. And here comes Anthony Santander, who's punched out twice. First pitch is a fastball that misses high, ball 1. By the way, we mentioned the poll question at Sox Booth on Twitter. Which team's collapse would be worse if they missed the postseason? 83% of you say the Tigers. 1-0. Santander takes 98 on the inside part of the plate. Called a strike. And right now the Guardians leading the Tigers again 3-1 in the 5th inning. 4-0 Sox here in Toronto. The 1-1. Santander takes a strike, top of the zone, 98. And Crochet is ahead 1-2. Crowd didn't like it, but that did grab a piece of the zone for Garrett Crochet. Crochet into the windup. 1-2. Swing and a pop-up foul behind the plate on a breaking ball. Garrett Crochet, mighty economical. Still so much in his tank. Upper 90s with his fastball. Strikeout and a ground out to begin this bottom of the 7th. And now another 1-2 pitch on the way. The kick. Here it is. And it's breaking ball down, 2-2 on Santander. Santander in his first game back. First game since May, coming back from a shoulder problem. Garrett Crochet's 2-2. Fastball misses inside at 97 and a full count on Anthony Santander. Not much doing for Toronto's offense against Crochet. Just the 3 hits in this game. Crochet flutters the glove at the waist off the third base side of the rubber. 3-2. Swinging a line shot, and Bregman snaps it on a line at third. Inning over. 7 shutout innings from Garrett Crochet, and he takes Vladdy out of this game in the process. We go to the 8th inning in Toronto. The Red Sox lead the Blue Jays 4-0 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Come to DSW for the shoes, stay for the fun. Because, let's be honest, if shoe shopping isn't fun, are you even doing it right? So go ahead, try something new. Try something different. Good different. Try something that feels like you. You know, the real you. And then definitely brag about it later. Because at DSW, you've got unlimited freedom to play. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Willie Gonzalez takes a strike on the outside corner from Jose Barrios as we make our way to the top of the 8th inning. Kiner Falefa is now at shortstop. Barger into the game as the third baseman Ernie Clement is now at first as Rummy chops one up the middle into center field past IKF for a base hit. Red Sox on EEI brought to you by your New England Ford dealers in the New England Edition F-150, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. What a fall from grace this is for Jose Barrios, and it is so interlocked with everything that's going wrong right now with the Blue Jays, and that seems crazy to talk about a 90-win team, but God, they are really in trouble right now. The pitch to Cedon. Misses outside for ball one. Rafaela 2 for 3 tonight. Now the big series down in Tampa Bay. Hit in 4 at-bats last night here. 1-0 the pitch. Is a little bit outside. I really think that Romy should consider it here. Now, Barrios has always been quick to the plate. He's got a fabulous right-handed pickoff move. And maybe not 2-0. See if Cedon can turn and burn. Here's the pitch, and it is a ball inside 3-0. If you haven't heard, Shaws and Star Market have lowered hundreds of prices on the items you buy most. Boneless chicken, 2-liter Coke, avocado, snacks, and much more. Find lower price tags aisle after aisle. Cedon chops one softly to third, and it is thankfully a foul ball. Now that, after a pretty encouraging few games, that is not good from Cedon. 3-0. A little weak ground ball foul on the third base side. Trying again not to turn off his aggression. And it's 3-1. So the Red Sox now, with Garrett Crochet cruising along. 84 pitches thrown. He may go the distance tonight. If they win tonight, it's all eyes on the Houston Astros. 3-1. To Cedon, the pitch. Swing and a miss, a fastball. It's conceivable, and this sounds insane to say out loud, but it's true. If the Red Sox win tonight, they could be in the playoffs before they throw a pitch tomorrow. if the Astros lose tonight and tomorrow afternoon. 3-2, Romy goes. The pitch is outside, ball 4. Romy actually stopped after starting. And I think these fans are not booing Barrios. They're just fed up with the umpires here tonight because they think they missed the call down the third base line, which maybe they did. They're upset that Guerrero got ejected tonight. And I think overall they're just feeling a lot of angst about a division lead that has evaporated.
As they should. I mean, they have major questions. They're not going to start Shane Bieber tomorrow. And the fact that they're using Barrios now means, what do they do tomorrow?
Yeah. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 2 on, none out. Line drive down the left field line. And that is a foul ball. Very close. I might have scored 2. Instead, it's just strike 1.
So Eric Lauer is probably going to be part of it tomorrow, the left-hander for the Blue Jays. But if you thought maybe Barrios would piggyback, well, that's out the window. And then flip side, yeah, how much more does Garrett Crochet go? I mean, if you add runs here, maybe that changes the calculus. If you could get a 6-run lead here, is it maybe just one more inning?
Yeah, I think you'd like him to go 8, as John Schneider is going to come out here. Maybe they saw something from Barrios, and even more disaster looming around the corner here for the Blue Jays. And the fact that Bieber was scratched from the start tomorrow, Barrios is okay. He'll stay in the game. Tells me, Mike, first and foremost, the Blue Jays are really worried. They're going to be in the wild card round, and they want him available in that series.
Remember, Chris Bassett, who's been a reliable starter for them, one of the many veterans in their starting rotation. Remember, he's on the injured list with a back problem. Barrios hasn't been quite the same level he was. That's why he's now in the bullpen. Scherzer is really struggling. I mean, we saw that again here tonight. So you are hitching your starting pitching wagon to Kevin Gossman and Shane Bieber.
Not ideal. 0-1 to Nathaniel Lowe. 2 on, none out. In the top of the 8th, the Red Sox trying to put this game away. They play the left-hander Lowe to pull on the dirt. The pitch way inside with a fastball. And it's 1-1. It's a bullpen game almost assuredly for the Blue Jays tomorrow. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Never re-roof again. New England metalroofing.com. Here's a pitch to Lowe that's indeed low. Fastball. And it is 2-1. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. Barrios totally rattled. And this is a guy who, he's looking at Romy Gonzalez now, and he's got to be quiet. Because now he thinks that Romy's trying to tip and steal signs. And that's just the way the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, the Yankees, and all of baseball do it. This Blue Jays team is rattled big time at the moment. The pitch to Lowe, swing and a miss. That's a great slurve. And it's 2-2. Again, it was a topic of conversation coming in. Do these Blue Jays pitchers give too much up with the way they hold their gloves and grip a baseball before they throw it? Romy not taking much of a lead, looking into Barrios. 2-2. Lowe takes strike 3. Well, they didn't have that one. That was center cut and a big first out for Barrios. I mean, Jose Barrios has always been a total firecracker, emotional amount. By the way, watching the replay, I do not think that was a strike to Nathaniel Lowe. It was called one, so 1 down, and here's Wilyer Abreu. It's part of the game. Apparently, they've gotten better at it, the Blue Jays, at sort of protecting grips. Barrios staring at Romy. The pitch to Wilyer is outside. And it's 1-0. And again, a guy like Barrios, who has just fallen totally out of favor with the Blue Jays, now in the bullpen, he's got to focus on hitters. 1-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss. Wilyer, maybe smelling blood in the water, took a huge rip at a changeup, and it's 1-1. Wilyer is 2 for 14 with 6 strikeouts and a double against Barrios. 1-1. Pitch. Swinging a chopper on the right side. It is backhanded by the first baseman Clement. He flips to the covering Barrios, who sort of stumbled over the bag. They get Wilyer. Now they're 2 down. So now second and third with 2 down for Narvaez. And here we take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming, Mike Monaco. In Toronto, the Red Sox trying to win this series and get ever so close to a playoff berth tonight. 2 down, here's Narvaez. Hit here would be huge. Pitch is a slider that is called a ball. It looked like it was a strike on the inside corner, but no. It was 1-0. The Red Sox tonight, 4 runs, 11 hits. No errors made and 6 left. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left for the Jays. 1-0 to Narvaez. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He was fooled badly on a slurve. It's 1-1. The updated box score brought to you by the Mass State Lottery. Make it the best night ever. Grab your friends, pick your numbers, and celebrate the night with Keno and the Mass State Lottery. Got to be 18 years or older to play. 1-1. Pitch. High fly foul. On the first base side. The way this Red Sox offense is going and the way the Blue Jays look, I mean, now you basically feel like the Astros just need to lose one of their next 2 to clinch the playoffs. Crochet stays locked in the first base dugout. 1-2 to Narvaez. Pitch. Swinging a high drive at a right center field. Varsho back at the warning track. He's at the wall. He looks up. It is gone! Adios, El Capitan! 3-run homer. And the Red Sox in Toronto lead it 7-0.
Haymaker. Again from Carlos Narvaez. 2 nights in a row with an opposite field swing that may again put this game out of reach. 7-0 now. He puts on the Wally mask in the first base dugout. That was absolutely crushed.
Have yourself a series. Here's Jarren Duran, who takes a pitch outside. Called a strike, and it's 0-1. Let's come back to Toronto in 5 days. The Red Sox having themselves a time. Narvaez knew it immediately as Duran takes a pitch outside. Now, here's the thing. I mean, Garrett Crochet has been so efficient tonight. He's only thrown 84 pitches. But I think that homer might change the plans in the bullpen as Duran takes a changeup outside and it's 2-1. I mean, Crochet is in the mindset of coming back out, but why waste bullets now? 2-1 to Duran. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a changeup outside and it's 2-2.
Peyton Toley's hopping around a little bit out there. Greg Weissert looks like he's maybe in a position to get loose. I think it's like a Murphy or a Toley when you're up 7-0, and I'm with you. Like, as good as he's been, do you need much more from him?
Well, I think the fact is you probably want him to throw in 6 days as the 2-2 to Duran is outside. So he's so used to this, and you want him to get up and down a bunch of times. The Red Sox do so much running of numbers to think about rest and time between starts. Here's a pitch to Duran that misses outside, and that is ball 4. That, maybe just as they did in May when they shut him down early and said, you're only going to go 5 innings and 85 pitches here. Maybe this is a night where you say, you know what? What's 95 as opposed to 85 or 100 even? And then you will be done. I would be stunned if he pitched the 9th inning tonight, but I think they probably feel like he's in a groove. Get him through the 8th. Here now, Trevor's Story. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. 3-run homer, Carlos Narvaez. Sox 7, Blue Jays nothing. How's this road trip so far? Impressive at the most important time. 0-1 pitch. Story takes the ball outside. Now, here now, Duran at first, 2 down. I mean, Story's been swinging a hot bat, so you might think he's in scoring position no matter what. But if Duran has a read on Barrios, no reason to lay off. Here's a pitch that's low and outside, and it's 2-1.
The other thing, just back to Crochet, is, and you knew this coming in, but you've got him lined up, like you said, 6 days from now, so 5 days rest. That's when he's been at his best this season, on the 5 days of rest.
2-1 is a strike. The other thing is, if Alex Cora told him he's out of the game, he might get punched in the face. I mean, that is part of this deal with these aces. These guys who you tell, you know what, buddy? Every 5 days, we need you to be your absolute best. This is a moment that Crochet signed up for. This is the kind of game he came to Boston for. 2-2 to Trevor Story. It's 7-0 Red Sox. That's part of it. And oh, by the way, how do you know you might not need guys tomorrow and the next day and the next day? 2-2 to Trevor. And that is strike 3. He was fooled there by a good slider on the inside corner. And the inning is over. Crochet is going to take the mound for the 8th inning. It's 7-0 Red Sox. Canada is fun so far. We go to the bottom of the 8th on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
DSW, birthplace of the humble brag. Here, the shoes are so good, no one would ever know how little you paid. If you didn't go telling everyone, that is. And with never-ending options for every style, mood, and occasion, all at really great prices, we'll definitely give you something to brag about. So go ahead, stock up on fresh sneakers from your favorite brands, or try those boots you always secretly knew you could pull off. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Your home is a reflection of you. Who you choose to do your roofing, siding, windows, and doors matters. For 25 years, Henderson Roofing has served homeowners in Connecticut and Rhode Island. Founded and run by John Henderson himself, they pair quality materials with expert work. Just ask the thousands of homeowners who've given them 5-star reviews. Henderson Roofing, the partner you and your family can trust. Henderson-roofing.com for your free estimate. That's Henderson-roofing.com.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Garrett Crochet on the mound in the bottom of the 8th. 7-0 Red Sox. First pitch to Davis Schneider. He's a little bit high and outside for ball one. You know, Crochet, last 3 starts, 98, 99, 101 pitches. 1-0. The pitch is on the outside corner. I think the bullpen will start throwing in this inning. And there is so much science and math to these things now, where I bet you they want him to throw right around 105 pitches tonight as a line drive foul on the third base side. That's just a total dart throw guess, but you want to get his arm conditioned to do exactly that 6 days from now in a potential wild card game, which seems less potential and more inevitable here tonight. 1-2. Crochet has been fabulous. He winds the 1-2. Fouled back. Schneider pink ponied up there and fouled it back, and it stays 1-2. It's still 97 miles an hour. Crochet says quickly yes to Narvaez. They set up in the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. It was 97, got the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-2. And these are all little things that the Red Sox will be paying attention to. He's now thrown 89 pitches. Almost inevitable to lose a little steam at this time of the game. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball inside. Crochet wanted that one. He finished with a step lunge toward the third baseline, but it was a ball, and it's 2-2. 7-0 Red Sox. In the bottom of the 8th, the pitch. Fouled back. He's just going to challenge him now with fastballs. You can feel pretty confident about that. I mean, 2-2. We've seen Crochet get a little cute at this kind of a count, maybe a cutter inside, but after that, it's going to be velocity. 2-2. Crochet delivers. Popped up right on the infield, down the first baseline. Narvaez throws the hockey mask off. He's there to make the play, and there's one away.
Good call on the cutter by you right there from Garrett Crochet. He does have to work 8 pitches there to get Schneider, so he's at 92 with one away.
So here now, Dalton Varsho. Mike, this is what we dreamed of in the offseason when Garrett Crochet was acquired. This kind of night, this kind of stuff. Here's the pitch to Varsho. Up and in with a fastball. This is why you need an ace.
And yet still, could you have known that it would be this good? Leading all of baseball in innings pitched, leading all of baseball in strikeouts, too.
1-0, the pitch inside. And by the way, I can absolutely make an argument that he should win the Cy Young over the long snapper from last night, where if Crochet has to pitch on Sunday at Fenway and the Sox get him, I think it's a real race right now. 2 balls, no strikes. This guy has been fabulous. Are the Blue Jays trying to see whether Varsho got hit by that pitch? It's 7-0. They will not review. It's 2-0. Crochet into the wind. The pitch. Chopper to second. Romy's been so good defensively tonight. Throws to first in time, and they're 2 away. I shouldn't be so blasé about that. I mean, if you're down 7, base runner's a base runner, but I mean, Crochet has just been phenomenal. And I just don't know how anybody could say definitively, other than the ERA, that Skubal has a clear case to win the Cy Young. I don't believe that at all. 2 down. Here's the pitch to Miles Straw, fouled off on the first base side.
Skubal's ERA 2.21. The innings are in the ballpark of Crochet. The strikeouts are in the ballpark of Crochet. It comes down to how much do you value that ERA.
0-1 strike. And yet, to me, Mike, if it's close, one guy has made big starts and won them down the stretch. The other, in a collapse, has not. That has to matter. 0-2. Maybe Crochet's final pitch. He throws. Swing and a foul. Straight back. And it remains 0-2.
Tigers in Skubal starts this year 21-10. If the Red Sox hang on and win this in Crochet starts, they'd be 23-9. It's a 116 win pace when he's on the mound.
0-2. Here's the pitch, and it is fouled again. It seems like Crochet wants to end this game on a fastball, and yet he may, even though he's got 96 still in the tank, try to put Straw away with something else here. 2 down, bottom 8. 0-2. Here's the pitch, and it is strike 3 called on the outside corner. Oh, baby, Crochet with an enormous strikeout on the outside corner. What an exclamation point in a signature start for the Red Sox ace. He punches out Straw, and the Red Sox go to the 9th inning, leading 7-0 with an oink on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
What does possibility mean to you?
That's a hard question.
Something that you can strive for.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
You're confident in yourself and you believe in yourself. Stuff that you could achieve.
I feel excited. Anything is possible when you're more confident.
Shoes are a huge part of that. They are the most important part of my style.
You can express yourself.
In the right shoes, anything is possible.
DSW, countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
Ice, energy from Starbucks.
When you want that good afternoon energy, pick up new hydrating Starbucks Iced Energy with plant-based caffeine for a feel-good boost. Available in 3 refreshing fruity flavors: tropical peach, blueberry lemonade, and watermelon twist to give you the delicious taste you've been looking for. Energize your afternoon with new Starbucks Iced Energy. Find it in stores or online today.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This is Alex Bregman. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
For the second straight night, the Blue Jays go to the right-hander, Tommy Nance. Alex Bregman leads it off, and jam, a fastball misses just inside. To Bregman for ball one. Joe Braverman inspired me to do that. That was a pretty good Romo impersonation from the EEI studios. Curtis Pepino here in the booth with us at the Rogers Center. 1-0. Gives a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. I think Garrett Crochet should win the Cy Young Award. I do. It's been so close all year long. Neck and neck. Pitch for pitch. His last start so much better than Skubal's as Bregman takes outside. And that, to me, matters. And Skubal, you get it. He hit David Fry on a bunt attempt, and he was clearly rattled, but he threw a wild pitch. He tried to long snap a ball to first base. He balked. Skubal has been dominant. 2-1 to Bregman. And the pitch misses inside, and it's 3-1.
205 in a third innings pitch, the most in baseball. 255 strikeouts, the most in baseball. Right now, a 2.59 ERA, sixth best in baseball.
What more do you want? 3-1 to Bregman. Crowds the plate a little bit. The pitch is low, ball 4.
And again, the Red Sox 23-9 when Garrett Crochet was on the mound for the Red Sox this year. I mean, you could not have dreamt that he would pitch this good, even if you thought he was going to be exactly what he was last year for the White Sox, and to do it for a full season. But still, you couldn't have known that it would have gone this well, that it would go this well for Crochet.
He's the best pitcher, basically, in baseball right now. Here is Masataka Yoshida, Canadian hero, who has just continued his onslaught here. 3-run homer his last time now. Batting with Bregman at first. Nance throws. And, hello, friends, a strike on the outside corner.
My favorite thing, maybe one of my favorite things at least, about Crochet is that his seventh, or his eighth in this case, innings, like, he gets to the finish line with flourish. He is at his best at the end of his outings.
Like all the great starters are, as Massa takes a strike on the outside corner. It is 0-2.
Oh, Jim!
Thank you, Joe Braverman. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 0-2 the pitch. Ground foul at the feet of the catcher, Kirk. And it's 0-2.
Was that a bunch formation you just dropped on me?
Isn't it fun to have this much fun? And the Red Sox have made it possible. What an awesome road trip to this point. 7-0 top 9. 0-2 to Yoshida, the pitch. Chopper on the right side, could be 2. To second for 1, over to first 2, double play. Massa is human in Canada after all. And they're 2 away in this top of the 9th inning. Attendance report, I think it's probably another salute, although we've not heard that officially. Brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Craving fresh hand-breaded chicken tenders, sandwiches, or nuggets. Crispy Crunchy delivers. Find a location at crispycrunchy.com. Here's Romy. Pitch to him. Up and in. Ball 1. These Blue Jays are searching right now. Peyton Tolley is going to have the bottom of this 9th inning. Makes too much sense. Pitch to Romy. Strike. 39,438. Not a salute. I'm not pronouncing that right. They say it with a different sort of intonation, panache. Salute. Here's Romy, who grounds one on the left side. To the shortstop, Kiner Falefa. He throws to first in time. I think we'll be sold out at Fenway when the Red Sox return. 7-0. Tolley to the mound. Bottom 9 next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
At Designer Shoe Warehouse, we believe that shoes are an important part of, well, everything.
From first steps to first dates, from all-nighters to all-time personal bests.
From building pillow forts to building a life.
For all the big and small moments that make up your whole world, DSW is there. And we've got just the shoes. Find a shoe for every you from brands you love at brag-worthy prices at your DSW store or DSW.com.
Ooh, Gecko, I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app. Could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Your home is a reflection of you. Who you choose to do your roofing, siding, windows, and doors matters. For 25 years, Henderson Roofing has served homeowners in Connecticut and Rhode Island. Founded and run by John Henderson himself. They pair quality materials with expert work. Just ask the thousands of homeowners who've given them 5-star reviews. Henderson Roofing, the partner you and your family can trust. Henderson-roofing.com for your free estimate. That's Henderson-roofing.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the bottom of the 9th inning we go, and actually quite an important outing for Peyton Tolley. The pitch is fouled off down the right field line by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. The reason I say it's important, even though it's a 7-0 lead, is that the Red Sox right now are very much deciding whether Peyton Tolley has a role on the postseason roster. The 0-1 is way outside, and that will be determined by 2 things: fastball command and the ability to throw secondary pitches. So even though Red Sox look like they're running away with this is important. The 1-1 is outside. Fastball 100 miles an hour, and it's 2-1. Pitching change and slow down in the action is brought to you by Izervay. Tolley with that cocked left elbow. 2-1 he throws. High fly into right field. Abreu racing back onto the warning track near the wall. He looks up and it is gone. Opposite field home run for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And the shutout is gone. It's 7-1 Red Sox.
It's a really nice swing from Isaiah Kiner-Falefa there on a pitch that catches a lot of the middle of the plate. I think Tolley wanted that more away, but it's basically middle. And even though that was almost 100 miles an hour from Tolley, easy stroke the opposite way from Kiner-Falefa.
Well, the story of this night, other than the Red Sox fabulous offense, has been Garrett Crochet as Springer stands in and he takes a pitch way outside for ball 1. That was 100, but Peyton Tolley's got to learn real soon that at this level, if you only have fastballs, they're going to get hit. But Crochet, 8 shutout innings. He walked none. He struck out 6. And what a tone he set here tonight. Just everything the Red Sox could have hoped for.
I was just looking it up. Crochet in innings 7, 8, and 9 this year. He gave up 3 earned runs. Across those 3 innings the entire season, opponents hit 169 against him in the last 3 innings.
Talk about a guy who smells the finish line. The pitch to Springer is down and in 2-0. I remember one of them, the home run from Aaron Judge.
And there's only one other extra base hit he's given up in the 7th, 8th, or 9th all season.
What a great testament that is. 2-0, the pitch, fouled back. And I think the unfortunate truth right now about the man on the mound is that it may be next year that Peyton Tolley makes his true imprint. What a fabulous debut against the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Good cutter there. Now that's a big weapon potentially for him, and it's 2-2. But decisions are hard and crunch time when you get to the playoffs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is strike 3 called. Now that is a nice answer from Tolley. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. And there's 1 away.
Man, it's so easy to dream on this stuff, and I know it's so fastball heavy. I mean, he hit 100 against Kiner Falefa, 100 even for the first time in his career. And, man, it's looked good at times in this relief role for him.
Maybe he gets the T-shirt now. Here's Ernie Clement, who swings and misses at a fastball. There's 100 again. Yeah, and it's 0-1. I mean, again, it's going to be strike throwing and secondary stuff for Peyton Tolley. If he can do this, it's a huge weapon. The pitch is skied into left field. It is launched at the track, at the wall. Duran is there to make the play. So almost a second home run, but instead a second out. That was a cutter again. And now the Red Sox are 1 out away. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan Postgame Show. Don't let summer slip away. Hurry into the Nissan end of summer sales event to get your new ride. Visit your new local store or nissanusa.com today. Last hope is Addison Barger. Swing and a miss at a fastball. 100 again. And it's 0-1. Red Sox got a huge swing from Romy Gonzalez in the first inning. A homer from Narvaez in the 8th that sort of put the game on ice as Tolley fires 100 miles an hour on the inside corner. 0-2, and the Red Sox are a strike away. 2 down, bottom 9. 7-1 Boston. Tolley is ready. He throws. And a check swing on a cutter that misses high. 90 miles an hour, and it's 1-2.
And you get Brian Bayo to go in the finale against who? Who knows? Probably a bullpen day.
1-2. The pitch is fouled off on the third base side. I mean, the Red Sox are about to win this series. Chance to sweep it tomorrow. And again, if Houston loses tonight and tomorrow afternoon, the Red Sox will be in the playoffs. 1-2. Tolley throws. And a swing and a high pop-up on the third base side towards the dugouts and out of play. And it remains 1-2.
Again, Hunter Brown, the ace, with a 2.30 ERA. He goes for the Astros in Sacramento tonight. In Game 2 of that series, he goes up against Luis Severino for the A's.
1-2. Swinging a chopper foul on that side of first. It's been the Crochet, Yoshida, and Narvaez show tonight. I mean, Massa has been a revelation this week. And what a time to get hot. 7-1 Sox. 2 down, bottom 9. 1-2. Here's the pitch, and it is just outside. Fastball. 99. And it's 2-2.
How about all the lefties that the Red Sox have as options for the postseason roster?
Which is very good against the Blue Jays. 2-2. Tolley splays his red glove. He rocks, he throws. Swinging a chopper foul on the first base side. It's almost a surplus. You got intriguing arms like Luis Perales down in the minor leagues, who has been the best pitching prospect for a couple years going, coming back from arm surgery. He's blowing smoke in the minor leagues. 2-2. Pitch is way outside with a cutter. Now, Craig Breslow was asked about that yesterday. He didn't dismiss it, which to me tells the whole story. It is in play. Matz, Wilson. This guy, Tolley. Bernardino on the men. 3-2. The pitch is low, ball 4. Well, I mean, Tolley has made some good pitches in this inning, but a homer and a walk, not at all what he was looking for. Because, again, this game is in hand, and it's more about sort of making a case going forward here. Now, Alejandro Kirk is 0 for 3 tonight. 7-1 Red Sox in the bottom of the 9th inning. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. And given the way the offense has gone the last few days, it's now really easy to dream about playoff success with the way Crochet looked tonight. 0-1 the pitch is way up and outside. 1-1.
How different does it feel for the Red Sox from just 1 week ago with the offense, with Slayton at the back end of the bullpen? It feels very different.
Night and day. 1-1, 2 down, 1 on the pitch. Swinging a foul. And again, the Blue Jays down to their last strike.
I think the biggest things there offensively are Yoshida, Rafaela showing signs of life. Of course, Pregame getting back to his level, and Wilyer Abreu just being healthy again.
He does look much, much better. Crochet in line for a dominant win. 1-2, 2 down. Bottom 9, the pitch. Swinging a foul, Kirk. Took a healthy rip at 98 miles an hour, and it's straight back. Crochet breathing heavily. Huge Tom Selleck mustache on the mound. Shoulders up and down. Red glove to his right shoulder. Glaring into Narvaez. 1 strike away. He sets. Here's the 1-2. And it is lined into right field, a base hit. Abreu plays it on lap, throws to first. It's in time! The most unconventional way you will ever see to win a ball game. Abreu on a line hopper to right field throws out Alejandro Kirk, and the Red Sox win it 7-1. Insult to injury.
Wow. I mean, you never see that in Major League Baseball. And look, Kirk was not running down the line in the 7th. He was busting it right out of the box the entire way. Wilyer just threw him out. That is insane.
It's impossible. And the Red Sox inch closer to the playoffs. They blow the doors off the Blue Jays. 7-1 Nissan postgame show next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
What does possibility mean to you?
That's a hard question.
Something that you can strive for.
That I'm able to do anything I set my mind to.
You're confident in yourself and you believe in yourself. Stuff that you could achieve.
I feel excited. Anything is possible when you're more confident.
Shoes are a huge part of that. They are the most important part of my style.
You can express yourself.
In the right shoes, anything is possible.
DSW, countless shoes at brag-worthy prices. Imagine the possibilities.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This moment right now is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
For the 48th year in a row, Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move boats, bricks, and 2x4s. Work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-Series, official truck of your Boston Red Sox, and America's #1 selling trucks for 48 years straight. It's a record that may never be broken. Until next year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is the Nissan Postgame Show. Sun's out, deals up at the Nissan end of summer sales event.
Carlos Narvaez is becoming our best friend here in Toronto. The Red Sox win 7-1, inching closer to the playoffs. An enormous 3-run homer the opposite way. Carlos, this has got to be the time of your life. You came over to the Red Sox. You have propelled so many great things this season. Garrett Crochet is about to walk past you. You caught yet another dominant performance from him. What's it like to be part of this ride?
Oh my gosh, so feel proud, bro, to be honest. If I look back 1 year ago, like I wasn't expecting anything like this, so feel proud of myself, just super happy being around these guys, you know what I mean, like having this guy. I just see, let's go, baby. I just see Crochet right now, but
you can tell us let's go, baby, too. It's all good.
No, he was amazing, bro. Crochet is amazing, not only tonight, like the whole year.
Yep.
He haven't missed an outing, always dominate. Like when he's on his bat, he give you 5 innings strong, you know what I mean? So it's like it's a bit such a proud, you know, being behind the plate for him. I mean, like, we need this game. We need every game, to be honest, but this was a big one.
Carlos, you just mentioned Garrett Crochet. 32 starts this year. First in all of baseball in innings and strikeouts. From your time working with him this year, what have you appreciated most about Garrett Crochet?
Oh, my God. He gives you the 200% every night, bro. Like, it's been amazing. Like, it is still at this point of the year, how many innings he got, I don't know, but, like, still throwing gas. Everything is in shape. He's super prepared. You got to be on the same page with him every time. You know what I mean? Like, our relationship is great. So I just, you know what I mean, like, so proud being with him, being with all this pitching staff. He's been amazing the whole year. So I'm pumped, bro. Pumped. Like, this is gonna be awesome next 4 games and hopefully the postseason.
Not hopefully anymore. You guys are inching closer. By the way, you do such a good job, Carlos, of deflecting credit and talking about your pitchers and your teammates. I love that you just said you're proud of yourself, because I think Red Sox Nation is proud of you. And can you just take me back a little bit? Because what a ride this has been. I mean, you have been an essential part of this team. Can you just sit here tonight in Toronto? You hit a home run that decides a game in a playoff push. What it means to you to do this for yourself?
Bro, I got cheese right now. I barely can talk. It's been a long ride, bro. I don't know. It's been amazing. I mean, every journey is tough, you know, but my one it's been tough one. Like I said, just feel proud to be in this group, to competing at this level and making, you know, getting closer to the postseason. I just gotta thank God. Feel proud every night, every time I put my jersey on. So gotta keep going.
You do not ever have to apologize, ever. I mean, look, from the moment you showed up in spring training, Carlos, you've been a light of sunshine into this entire group. And it's been so fun to watch this journey for you. And look, you have to lock in so often, right? You're in these meetings. You're trying to grind through with your pitchers. I think it's really beautiful that you're able to just appreciate what you're doing. I know it's hard right now, so we'll let you go. But just know that Red Sox Nation has fallen in love with you. And the swings you have, it's for your family and for yourself. And what a great season you've had. Thank you so much.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Carlos, thank you.
All right, that's Carlos Narvaez. And Mike, look, that's what baseball is. That is the story of a kid from Venezuela who came over in the offseason in a deal. The Yankees thought they had enough catching depth, and thank God Craig Breslow and all of his staff identified this guy as a guy who could not only help them defensively, but they saw more in the bat. And I think we saw it right away in spring training. This was a hitter who might really be able to help them. If you don't listen to that interview and understand what's going on in this clubhouse, in this season, with that player and this particular group, to me it's everything, Mike. It really is, where he is... I mean, he just burst onto the scene out of nowhere. He got all these big hits. He's managing the pitching staff for the first time, and you could hear the emotion. A guy who, for the first time, is achieving his life dreams. Again, I don't know how you don't love this game, you don't love that player, and you don't believe in what he is and what this team can be.
That was amazing to hear from Carlos Narvaez. How much does it matter to him, what he's been a part of this year with this group, and that a guy who's 26 years old has never had a 15 home run season. He's got 15 home runs with a massive swing tonight that almost puts the Red Sox into the playoffs.
Yep.
And look, think about December. The same day the Red Sox traded for Garrett Crochet, they traded for Carlos Narvaez. He was shocked when it first happened. Then he realized, he said later that day, that he realized Garrett Crochet was being traded